You're in the whip with Flex.
Well.
And today...
Fuck.
Nah, you good, bro. Today we got my boy Mason in the car with us, man. How you feeling, bro?
What's up?
Hey, man.
Your hands so wet. Never mind.
I got hyperhidrosis.
Oh, okay. All right, good start.
Hey, bro. Like I said, man, we got Mason in the car with us. It's about to be a great episode, man. But, hey, Mason, I got a question for you.
What's up, bro?
You ever heard this? We all say we want the truth, but are we ready to face it when it shows up loud, raw, and unfiltered? Have you heard that before? Nah, I made that up, yo.
Damn, you did?
Nah.
Niggas lying already.
Look, yo, hey. But that's what we talking about today, man. Shit's been getting crazy around here, man. We had some people talking crazy on the playground.
Oh, we talking about that first?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we just gonna hop right into it, man. Nah, we gonna talk right into it. A playground turns into a national headline when a woman drops the N-word on camera.
To a 5-year-old.
Oh,
important context.
To a 5-year-old.
It's not
man.
funny.
Yeah, man. I'm not like. How you feel about it? Do you know about it? Give us some context. I feel like you can.
Oh yeah. So for people that don't know, I don't know how you wouldn't. So this lady in I think Minneapolis or something like that, she was on the playground with her kid.
Minnesota, yeah.
In Minnesota somewhere. On the playground with her kid, right, white lady, and apparently this little black kid was 5 years old that her kid was playing with. Apparently that black kid went into her diaper bag or something like that, and she went full claims on the kid, like called him the N-word and all that, like on video, by the way, because another parent there called her out and recorded her, like, what are you doing? You called him the N-word and stuff? She was like, yeah, I called him the blank word. I called him blank.
Hold on. Bring the video up, bro. We about to run it through, man.
I'll bring it up real quick.
I think I don't want to explain it too much before we watch the video, but it was crazy. Did you get to see the video yet? So it's gonna be a first for you.
Like,
you've heard about it though, right?
Did you call him the child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him a Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again? Okay. Alright, that's what you say.
So I'm gonna run it back real quick. I want to show you something. Watch this part right here.
It is my own business. You call him a
You see what she do with her tongue, bro?
Bro, this is not
Okay, why don't you
Bro, like, what is...
Yeah, so for people that didn't see it, she was like out of nowhere, like she was like, can't do it, but yeah, it's like flight, like can't do nothing about it. So yeah, so since this happened and she went viral and everything, she made a GoFundMe or one of those fund me things, and she ran up $750,000. What do y'all think about that part?
$750,000 is crazy, but let's take it back. So she was at a park. A little kid went into her bag. Black kid allegedly went into her bag. We don't know.
We don't know. They didn't see that part.
She called the child the N-word, right? And then somebody like you were saying called her out on it, recording her, and said, "You called the child the N-word," and then proceeds to call the child and the guy recording, because he was Somalian or something.
He was
like
Somali,
that,
yeah,
calling them the N-word and stuff like that. And so I'm just giving context for getting into the part. So basically, she started a GoFundMe or whatever after.
Some type of fund.
But yeah, whatever type of fund, and basically in retaliation for what was going on, for protection or whatever. And she's been getting a lot of money for this stuff. And she's up to $750,000 now.
Last time I checked, it was $750,000. It might be $1 million right now. I have no idea.
It's probably damn near close to $1 million. And I saw it when it was at $350. He saw it at $750. So it's growing. Bro. But here's the thing that is killing me. A lot of people are doing it they're saying they're doing it in retaliation for the Carmelo Anthony situation that happened. Not the Nuggets and Knicks legendary Hooper, Hall of Famer. Not him. Carmelo with a K. Yeah. Did you hear about that? Yeah. So for that context, high school game, I think it was football maybe. This black kid was there. He got into a tussle with a white kid or a group of white kids, and he ended up stabbing one of the white kids and killed him. Yeah. Which I think, reading up on it, he regretted it right after. Like when the police talked to him, he said, like, he asked, "Is he okay? Is he gonna be okay?" Like, it wasn't malicious. It just escalated beyond a fight, which is a shame.
Bullied though.
I think it was some type of bullying, or like he ganged up on him, something like that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know about the bully situation. Yeah. I'm not gonna say I believe it or not, whatever. But from what I heard, I'm just getting. So they were at a track meet, correct?
Track meet.
They were at a track meet, and supposedly it was hot out, and so you know, the one student who was the one track the athlete was white, and he was in there the tent with a couple of other teammates, right? And so Carmelo, like I said, it was hot, and he was up under the tent too. And I guess the other athlete asked him to leave. Carmelo said, no, I'm not gonna leave because it's hot. And he said
kid stuff, like kid shit, like shit that we would see at a high school track meet when we were growing up, like,
yeah.
And it probably would have started a fight, but to end in like somebody get stabbed is crazy. Yeah. But you can continue.
Yeah, so he literally said, hey, he said, can you leave? And he said, no, it's hot, I'm not leaving, this is not your tent, it's just
an a tent. Yeah,
it's a tent. And so he said no, and he said, well, if you don't leave, I'm gonna make you leave. And he said, if you put your hands on me, something's gonna happen. So kid put his hands on him, and then we know how it happened. So,
yeah.
How do you feel about that situation?
So, like I said before, like, it shouldn't have escalated beyond a fight, because this is high school shit. It happens all the time. Now, I don't want to sound insane, right? Because you shouldn't give people money to do bad things. But, like I told y'all before, bro, Trayvon Martin's killer, George Zimmerman, got a bunch of money. He got to speak. They auctioned off his gun.
Yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse got money. I think this cop in one of the Carolinas killed somebody, a black dude, and got funded off the GoFundMe. Went up crazy. So, like, I don't like that shit for either side. Like, the Carmelo kid shouldn't get no money either, and the lady that said the N-word shouldn't get no money. But
so his was for lawyer fees.
Yeah, but stuff like this though, you know how like people will say, I just need my lawyer $50,000. That shit might go up to $400,000, $500,000 just because like there's no limit really. People gonna be galvanized to do that. So like,
especially, and then people also make it a racial thing, and so
yeah, I think just the way the country, it's just the way human nature is. The dichotomy of them being a black and white kid, the optics, it's got to be racial. It's just how it goes, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't. So I do think that as humans we always look for differences, but so let's just take take this for example. You got the white kid who grew up in the hood. Them black people, they take him in, and he like one of them for real. You feel what I'm saying?
Unfortunately.
What you mean, unfortunately?
I just think like, yeah, he should be your friend and everything like that, but certain stuff got to still be maintained.
Bro, but that's where I was getting to, bro. He's part of the community,
definitely, and you should love him as your neighbor, but certain stuff he just can't be a part of.
Nah, bro. If he was there, he grew up, he had the same struggle as y'all.
You know what I'm getting at? You know what I'm getting at, right?
Where you getting at?
That's he my.
We talked about this last week.
We cool with him, so he my nigga. And what the white boy said, yeah, he my niggas. And then somebody else come out that don't know the context of y'all.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
And be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
That's why certain shit shouldn't just be handed out. Yeah, exactly.
But so here's the thing. It's in his community, he's okay for saying that. But just because he's okay with saying it in his community doesn't mean he can go to another community and be okay saying that too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
But I feel like if you grew up with us, you part of us.
They wouldn't look at you that way, bro.
What you mean?
I feel like black people, bro.
We too accepting?
Definitely. A little bit too accepting, but I also think like this, it's never reciprocated. Like, I think a token white person or a token Asian dude or a token Hispanic dude, like, cause if you live in Baltimore, like where I grew up at, like I have always been around Hispanic people, some Asians, some white people here and there. So it's always been a different type of community around black people, majority. So like my school would be like 98% black, and then 2% be like Hispanic or white, whatever. So that stuff happens, like where it's like, you know, they are in the black community, so they grow up and they take on our mannerisms and stuff like that, and our like ideas and stuff like that. But like, I feel like when you're the flip side, where you're the black kid in the white situation, you'll never be fully accepted the way we accept you. You're a token, and tokens get spent, bro.
And I'm not saying you're wrong, but I feel like that just goes to show how loving the black community is. We can, after everything that's happened to us,
we probably shouldn't be.
You're probably right.
Probably shouldn't be.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't
think you should be, loving.
But it just goes to show we can go through all this stuff and still be accepting, like, and be like, hey, you're part of our community.
Why do we gotta be the strongest soldiers?
we God's chosen people, man. We God's chosen people, man. But hey, so this is the reason why I brought up the Carmelo Anthony situation, because I was watching the video and a lot of people have been saying that this is retaliation for all the GoFundMes that like the black whatever has been getting for their situations, because they're saying if you go under the comments for like, you know, when you do the GoFundMe, you can leave a comment. They're saying like F white people and all this other stuff, and white people are getting fed up with it. This is what I'm getting to. They're getting fed up with what's going on, and so yeah. So they're like, it's basically there's just their way. I feel
like white people be going overboard. Like they overcorrect so crazily, bro. Like,
yeah,
I understand that certain stuff is.
They're saying it's not fair.
White people don't have no talk about no fairness, nothing. Not a zilch. Y'all go overboard.
So
like, bro, they still apparently, allegedly, I haven't seen the pictures. But allegedly, Fred Hampton grave gets shot up every fucking week or something like that. You know Fred Hampton? Black Panther Party, 21 years old. The leader. Fred Hampton was the leader of the Black Panther Party.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, though. He's 21 years old when the FBI killed him. This is confirmed. This is not me, crackpot. The FBI killed that man.
Yeah.
They killed
MLK too, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah, they sent like a snitch, a black informant into the Black Panther Party. He got close to him. He drugged him. They shot his ass up. They shot him like 100 times. He was in the bed. He's 21 years old. Because he galvanized whites and Hispanics and everybody against the oppressor. His gravesite, he died like 50 years ago now or something like that, like in the 70s. His grave still gets shot up to this day.
What do you mean shot up?
People go and shoot his gravestone.
Are you serious?
Police apparently still do it. And y'all know Emmett Till sign gets shot up all the time too.
Nah.
Emmett Till's sign got bullet holes in it.
That's dedicated racism.
That's dedicated.
Yeah, that's dedicated.
Evil, bruh. So like, white people that's why white people, when they be like, why don't we have white spaces? Because y'all do shit like that, y'all get them. It's like, bro, like, damn, like, that's why it's hard for me to articulate it right now, but like, she cussed out a 5-year-old, called her the N-word, bro. I don't care how racist you are.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't care how racist you are. Your problem's with me. I'm a grown man, not no 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what color he is, bro.
He's not even conscious yet.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I said the same thing. If that was a white child, the whole thing would have been there. She's like, "Oh, that's not your bag. Is that your bag? No, that's not your bag." It wouldn't have been, "Get away from my bag." And you know what I'm saying? Like,
I just feel like thankful in a way. Like, it's sad that it happened to that kid. He'd be traumatized the rest of his life, I think. Once he really able to internalize this shit, the kid, they got cussed out. The 5-year-old.
You think he's on?
Once he internalized what happened, bro. He probably went home and asked, "What does that word mean?" You know what I'm saying? Like, and then,
I see what you're saying.
Because if my son came home and said, a white person, grown ass adult, called him the N-word, I'd probably break down. I'd probably be like, damn, what the fuck? This nigga 5. Like, if he was like 25 or 15, maybe, I'd be like, damn.
Not even then.
I gotta talk to you about this shit. It's not right, but now you can understand why it happens. Yeah. You 5, you don't. He's just playing with the little boy until this shit happened.
Yeah, that was
I'm glad he wasn't like a Hispanic kid or something, because they might have been sending his whole family back to another country he ain't from. El Salvador, he fucking Mexican. He go to El Salvador and shit.
Nah, you right, bro. I just think that's. I like to play devil's advocate with shit like that, but that was just. I can't play devil's advocate with that. That was completely unacceptable.
You can sometimes swing me on the. Well, maybe reach for a gun or something. The cop shoot somebody. But like,
he's 5. He's
5. Like, you can't. If he was like a grown man and it was like some other shit.
Yeah.
Should call my N-word. I mean.
Fucking, and then she did the tongue thing, bro.
Yeah. So, and she was like, yeah, I'm calling him what he is. What he's acting like.
Bro.
Yeah. And then the comments that have been under her GoFundMe and stuff like that has just been insane, bro. It's white nationalist extremists.
Yeah, definitely. So they got a new soldier.
Yeah. Something, you know.
A new Joan of Arc type of character. White lady, smarter. What do you think?
Maybe Kanye wasn't wrong.
About what? Which Kanye? Because the one right now probably donated to that.
Bro, he's against that shit, bro. I don't know.
The Kanye that's out now probably gave her that. He probably ran that back up. He probably gave her half of that 750. You know what I'm saying? The way he get down.
Like, the way he losing deals right now, I don't think he got it. Like,
he got it. He's still up a B almost.
Like his last album.
He's like the richest black person ever, bro. He's good.
I don't know about that.
I think so. He's
probably niggas richer than him though.
I'm telling you, bro.
Jay-Z got more money than that man though.
No, it's not.
Definitely, I think so.
He doesn't.
Well, he's gonna have it soon because Kanye about to lose all his shit.
Do you know why?
What did Donna 2 go? Like, how much I sell first week?
For like $5K.
Damn. Quadruple styrofoam.
Do you know why Jay-Z's gonna be richer than Kanye?
Cardboard.
Why?
Because he's a fucking puppet.
For who? What is
the white man.
What does he do? What does he say
He's a puppet for the white man.
What does he say that like white people like though?
everything, bro. He doesn't do anything to uplift the black community
Really that we know of, though.
Bro, oh my god. I wish I had the video, bro. I just saw the video.
Nas said it in the song, bro. He said Jordan donate to X, Y, and Z, and Jay-Z do it. But we don't see it when they do it. Like, they do that type of shit. Michael Jordan built, like, hospitals and shit. People, Jay-Z do the same shit. We just don't see it, bro.
Jay-Z don't do that shit. Jay-Z is the big...
I lied. The richest black niggas definitely got to be LeBron or something, right?
No, it's Kanye
LeBron up
West,
there, though.
bro.
LeBron got to be. He got to be. Lifetime Nike
be?
deal. Yes, lifetime Nike deal. LeBron James is my GOAT.
Like you should.
Because Michael Jordan ain't doing that like he doing it. Michael Jordan built a school, nigga. What are you talking about, nigga?
Jay-Z's still a puppet.
Michael Jordan's a gambler. Right, go ahead, bro.
Nah,
Michael Jordan probably gambled the rights to their school away. On his ass.
Is public shaming enough, or should there be legal or community consequences
for
what she did?
For her?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing we can do now. She up. Am I wrong?
I don't think there could be legal consequences because that's taking away the first.
Technically, she did nothing illegal. Technically, it wasn't legal.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think she did anything. It is definitely freedom.
Is it not a hate crime?
It is a hate crime. Yeah, that's the slippery slope. But in the country we're in right now, I think they're gonna spin that shit.
Is a hate? I thought a hate crime had to be physical. It can be verbal.
No. It's a verbal assault. It's a thing.
Okay.
Verbal battery. That's
okay.
That's a hate crime for sure. But like,
I didn't know that counted as assault, verbal assault.
Even if
he's in distress, bro. I mean, depending on how you spin that shit.
Yeah, but like the state of the country right now, are they really gonna pursue that?
Fuck no.
Probably not, bro. Probably not, dude. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's what shaming. You can't shame nobody. She rich. Well, not rich. She doing well. $750.
And the bad part, she's just gonna go buy a house.
What would you buy with $750 right now?
Fuck shit.
I know my answer.
I get either a Lambo or Rolls Royce.
$750. What would you buy?
Nah, I lied. I get a couple houses for her.
Don't give me the smart nigga answer now. You already said you already said the ball. You already said the ball and out nigga answer. What would you do with $750?
I'm handing out BBLs left and right.
All right. Anyway, so that's kind of like damn. So if reparations were a thing, right? If they actually broke it down, they managed to do it, which I think they should. I think everybody's reparations.
Like, why is it gonna end up in the same people's hand that it started with?
That's why I'm even gonna say that. Then reparations, right? They bust it down to like everybody gets like a fair share. All descendants of slaves, not like no immigrants or something like that. Like descendants of slaves, like they do the math, they do the numbers, they run it back. Yeah. And it's about $750K per person. You think
$750K?
You think it's all go back to white man eventually? I think most of it probably would because everybody buys shit like the Cadillacs, like that.
Yeah, they buy Lambos and fucking Rolls Royces.
Right, see a Lago LP 460. Decent. But
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. $750K just to cost by the N-word. Damn.
Unfortunately, and honestly, if they gave it to the white people too, I think the same thing would happen. I'm not just saying
definitely.
I'm not saying this just the black people.
They probably buy like 7 F-150s. King Ranch Platinum joint with all the seats and stuff.
Hell yeah. No, I think just most people they're not financially literate enough to.
That's our next topic.
Yeah, they're not.
Yo, you a smooth transitional. Nah, this nigga ain't smooth with it.
Yeah, most people aren't financially literate enough to, be able to sustain long-term money plans.
I think even people that have that type of money coming in aren't. I think that's why you get financial advisors like that to handle it for you, because that shit is so complicated.
It is very complicated.
And there's like a human element to like not splurge or not like do dumb stuff. We can go hit the next topic. I mean, we can, because it's going to probably into that anyway.
Yeah, I thought you had.
No, you go ahead. We can probably into it anyway.
Before we get into the next topic, though, we didn't give an introduction to Mason, man. Tell us about yourself, Mason. Sorry to put you on the spot like that. You thought we was gonna slip right by.
You thought that's gonna be.
I always let the people at least talk about themselves. You want me to talk about you?
No NPCs allowed. Speak up too.
Just tell what you missed.
You said what? All right. So this is my nephew Mason, man. He's a really good guy. He's doing what do you call it now? Welding. He's a welder.
Real trade school things, big man things.
Yeah, real big things. He's a really smart guy. He's funny as crap. I wish I was able to tell y'all in the beginning so y'all knew to look out for it. He be saying some real slick shit on the slide, bro. But once he really get comfortable in here, yo, that's funny. One of the funniest guys I know, man. What else, man? He got. I don't know. What else did I say about you, man?
I don't know, bro. I get twat.
All right, man.
Wild, bro. Hey, man. Like I said, he's a funny guy. He's great. Really intelligent too. Don't let the jokes fool you. Like, he's actually really intelligent. He has a lot of stuff to say about a lot of different topics. And one of the reasons why I'm glad we got him on here is because our age range, even though he's my nephew, we're kind of almost still in the same generation for real. He's only a couple years younger than me for real. So basically what I'm saying is that I'm on the cusp of one and he's in another one. So like we'll have similarities in our thought process, but we'll also be able to see, the juxtaposition and the differences between the two.
How old are you again? 22.
Damn, they grew up in the same shit.
But that's what I'm saying, yeah.
But that's still a decent gap. I'm 26, you're 28, at least 30. So about at least 30 niggas. So we got the whole difference.
It's cool, bro.
4-year difference is a big gap.
Huh?
Anyway, man. Next topic, bro. Jesus Christ. I know your body.
Hey, man. Jaylen Brown speaks out. 60% of NBA players go
Probably
broke.
NFL too.
NFL players too. Most sports players, but NBA, NFL players, they go broke. 60%, man.
60% go broke after they're done playing.
Yeah. Can you pull up the video for me?
60%.
Yeah. 60% is a really high number when you actually really think about it. And he's going to go into the details a little more, but.
Within 10 years of retiring from the NBA, after making millions of dollars, 60% of players within the first 10 years are losing majority of their wealth. It's a bunch of players going broke when they retire. And that ain't ruffling no feathers.
Right.
Players are, living check to check,
Right.
etc. You can blame the athlete, or maybe they living expenses, but they was 18 or 19-year-old when they came into wealth, and the people that represented them didn't help them handle that or care to. If you can't help me at 18 or 19-year-old to maintain my wealth, build a legacy, and keep what I'm earning, and be able to influence me on my decision making, you shouldn't be representing me in the first place.
Hey, man.
Within 10 years is a short ass time.
That's very short.
What are you doing with that money?
I mean, so here's.
I think it's a combination of stuff. You can go ahead.
No, you first.
I think it's a combination of stuff because I feel like people always like jump to the, he buying the houses and the cars and stuff and the jewelry, but that stuff can get sold like if you're down bad. Like you can recoup something on the Lamborghini or the Cullinan and all that you both your big mother that you don't need to buy. You know what I'm saying? I think like the child support stuff, because that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Those constant payments. I think also like those little homie deals that somebody got an idea, they want to invest in them, and they say, hey man, all I need is $1 million to start the restaurant. I'm good. We can run it up. And that money just gone when it don't work out because they don't know what they're doing. They just know you got the money. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like so a lot of these, not a lot of these players, but I feel like there's two big problems. You either get big and then you hire somebody who doesn't have your best interests at heart when it comes to money, so they're not really looking out for your stuff long term, or you stick with someone close to you, but they don't know the game good enough to keep your money long term also.
Slope,
so it's really hard on both ways. And then you always got the player who just doesn't take financial stuff serious, and then they blow all their money. But even then, like I said, you got the two. They either got someone that they met while they're up, and then they don't have their best interest at heart, and so they lose all their money. They spend it. You like we talked about a couple episodes ago. You hire somebody, but you got to go and audit them, go follow up behind them. You know what I'm saying? You do all your money, and then you go look, what happened to my $1 million? Like where'd that go? Like
you got to hire like an accountant to watch another accountant.
Exactly.
To watch your advisor to watch another. Like you know what I'm saying? All that stuff.
Yeah, I forgot what the term is, but you just gotta just have
checks and balances.
Pretty much, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like I don't want to believe that all these players are just going out here and spending their money frivolously.
I don't believe it.
I don't think so either.
Because the way them niggas dress, they ain't spending money on they shit like that. They're not really icy to me. Niggas don't got the big chains on it. Niggas, I don't believe that. I think, like I said, I think it's the investment thing. But I think the big thing is the lifestyle creep. Like, just because you got it right, lifestyle creep is like when you go from making less money to a lot of money, your lifestyle increases dramatically when it doesn't have to. But don't get me wrong, if you're an NBA player, you should definitely buy like a nice house, but you don't need the 20,000 square foot mansion. You probably need a damn house that's 5,000 to 7,000 square feet. That's a nice.
What you gonna do with that money, bro? It's gonna go getting taken away to taxes.
What would I do with it?
Sure. Because it's gonna get taken away.
Shit, I shouldn't do with it, but that's me. I'm talking about like other people though should definitely invest in stuff like properties and stuff like that, or the stock market, like the SP 500 exchange, anything, bro.
Yeah.
But also, I think another thing though is these niggas have a lot of free time. Like when you think about it, like especially like NBA.
Do they? No, they don't. You're geeking, bro.
Dude, you don't know. So
you're geeking.
They have a lot of free time, bro. The NBA, let's do NBA schedule for example. I want to be an agent.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You have your obligations on paper are practice, game. You might have 2 practices, a walkthrough, game. After that, you're done.
What about training?
That's up to you. That's up to your discretion.
You're saying they don't have to do this.
You don't have to do
I
that.
don't know if
Your obligations on paper to that team are your practices, probably your weight training stuff, your film study, and that's it. You can go to practice from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Mm-hmm. Film study from 11:30 to 1:30 or to, let's just say 2:30. It's a couple hours. And then your day's over.
Second practice.
No, most teams don't even practice like that, let alone second practice. Real shit. Most teams don't even practice like that.
So that's only a football thing?
Even if football players have a lot of free time, but the basketball players have even more free time.
So what are you saying?
You have a whole day of idle hands to do nut shit.
So you're saying they just bullshitting all day?
Not all of them. A lot of them work really hard. But even when you work hard as hell, you still have the free time. Like, you don't have a game every day.
What about family?
A lot of them niggas are bachelors. Or they don't care about their family because they got 7 baby mothers and still running up 10 more. Am I wrong? They Cannon. Anthony Edwards. They have 5 kids like 5 years.
So what are you saying, bro?
I'm saying like a lot of them have a lot of free time with a lot of resources that feel infinite at the time. If you are 17 years old and you're broke in high school, go to college for a year, get a little NAL money. That NAL money cool. You might get
that's cool.
$350 to like $1 million NAL money for real. But you go
that's a lot of money.
It is. But you go to NBA and you get that $10 million bonus or whatever. And it's like, oh, I'm good. I'm infinite money. That shit adds up when you start the vacation with 10 of your homeboys or 20 of your homeboys. You go on, you buying everybody a Rolex, you buying everybody a chain, you buying yourself a chain, you buying 17 cars, you only drop one of them. You buying a big dumb mansion.
I buy all my homies chains, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, you should, but within reason.
It's kind of glazed though.
Is that glazed?
Like you spinning the bag.
For the gang, bro?
Spinning the bag with a man, bro. That's what you do?
Nah, bro. I think I would get like, you know what I'm saying? Like a BIG chain. That's my little label.
So think about it like.
In the whip chain, bro.
Think about it like.
Y'all wouldn't want it in a whip chain?
Think about it like, so
that shit hard.
When we get up like that, I'll take a chain.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely. That's the problem with the community though, because we think about the wrong shit.
No, we not, bro.
Instead of saying,
I feel like there's nothing wrong with that.
Instead of saying reinvest into your business, no.
We're going to do that too. I'm not saying just that whatever.
You gotta look at it. So you gotta start looking at it from a point of view of yourself. If you're an NBA player, right, or an NFL player, your life has only been that sport, and your schedule has been set up for you. High school, college, AAU, all that stuff is on lock. You have no free time to even really do that bullshit you want to do. Even in college, you probably still got like classes and study hall, all that stuff. Your shit's on lock. NBA is like, you're a grown man now. Here's all this money. Come here to the practice facility a couple days a week. Do your little pregame, do your little whatever you work out you do on your own.
So you're saying they're set up for failure?
I think it's easy to fail. I don't think it's set up for it. But I think it's easy to like sit there as a freshly 18, 20-some-year-old. You rich as hell. Don't go to Miami Heat or something, or the Lakers, or the Houston. You go to Houston or the Rockets, or
man.
Or you just up and you got all that. Or you in New York, all that money. You just got free time. Like you're gonna go to see Bernice or something like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna go see every strip club you on the Hawks in Atlanta. What you gonna do all that money, all that free time? Exactly.
Yeah. Blue
Flame. Magic City. You going out there? You're
not lying, bro. They gotta have fun, though.
I agree.
They gotta have fun, but within reason. I know what you're saying.
That's why I think that the money loss is not because of that shit. It's because of bro. I got an idea. Loan me $2.5 million, and we gonna be up. We good.
You talking about like to their homie?
To their homie. To their uncle. Sometimes their parents. To their shorty. Yeah. You don't gotta buy every girl you fuck with a Birkin and a Cullinan, bro.
You don't.
You don't have to do that.
You don't.
You don't.
Oh shit.
You don't gotta buy the girl you fuck with every single one the AP, bro. You're not Future, my nigga. He shouldn't do it either, but hey.
So I should stop doing that?
You should.
Hey man, so should leagues offer mandatory financial training for their athletes? Or is not there?
What do y'all think?
For sure.
You think so?
For sure. With 60% of them, bro, yes, bro.
Yeah.
What you think?
Should they offer it? It would be nice to, but they're not obligated to, and I know they're never going to.
Why you say never?
Why would they?
You don't think that stat makes them look bad to the fans?
They don't care. Yeah,
I don't know.
No, I don't. If they really cared, they would have done it by now.
I feel like most niggas will see like a story of like a player going broke, and they be like, "Nigga should have spent the money, but he if I had that money, I wouldn't do that shit." You know what I'm saying? I think it's easy to say that, but it's hard to.
When you're actually living there, go ahead.
Niggas really would care if it was like LeBron or somebody though. Like,
yeah. Well, LeBron wouldn't go broke.
LeBron.
Who the nicest nigga that ever went broke? AI was close. He ain't go broke though.
Yeah. Hammer.
MC Hammer.
Yeah.
You know, athlete though. The athlete money's way better than that artist money, bro.
I feel you.
Wasn't he a demon?
He was putting niggas down. I heard.
Was
like,
he?
Yeah,
getting niggas hit up. MC Hammer was like that.
Was he?
That, bro.
Like that.
I ain't know this.
Bro, do your research, bro.
Do your Googles, bro.
Tight shit.
Ice, what's his name?
Who?
Suge?
That white boy. No.
Vanilla Ice?
Yeah, Vanilla Ice, bro.
He's a gangster?
No. He had like beef with that nigga.
Oh yeah, damn.
What, wasn't everybody going after Vanilla Ice at one point?
I mean, he was an easy target.
Didn't Suge like hang over a balcony or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You ain't know that?
He threatened him for the right to his song or something like that. I don't know if he gave it to him or not.
Yeah, and hung him over the balcony and shit.
Damn.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Shout out, actually, I'm not gonna shout out Suge Knight. He's a bad guy. Don't shout that guy out. Maybe you shouldn't shout him out. You know. Do y'all believe that he one day he was on TV, he said like he gave Eazy AIDS, like they beat him up and hit him with the
I heard about
injection.
that shit. I heard about that
Y'all
shit.
believe that? Yo, why are you laughing, bro?
He's hit, bro.
Do you think he did that? Like
You know
he had in this arrangement.
You remember a couple years ago in Towson they was doing that?
They were doing it.
Huh?
In Towson, yeah, they would take needles and go in.
I didn't know nothing about that. I didn't hang out there. I went to school and went home.
Yeah, like it was a big thing. Like they was telling people to be careful because niggas was running around stabbing niggas with AIDS infected needles.
You know how much chaos I could cause, bro?
Bro, this shit was crazy at one point.
No, that's insane.
That's what I'm saying.
Why did I know about this?
It came up on my feed, dog. Well, in the news, like not even on my feed, like.
You know how evil that is, bro?
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy. So, but to go back to your point, do I think that he did it? No, I don't think. I think that's the one of
Think
those.
Suge Knight got him killed though? Well, he got AIDS. You don't think he put him up with the shorty with the AIDS? Like?
So what about Magic then?
Magic Johnson, have you seen the videos?
You see the picture?
This is why I hate when always talk about the modern NBA and what players do now. Magic Johnson was on his lawn doing an interview with the nigga talking about, yeah, man, you just see look at the woman's eyes, just know she ready to go.
Yeah.
I used to have 3, 4 problems in one day. I used to do them in the office while I was having a meeting.
Yeah.
Why?
So what about Wilt though? He did the same thing.
I don't believe Will. We talked about this. I changed my mind.
Yeah, we did.
I
You
changed my
changed your mind, bro?
So if you don't know, Will Chamberlain, allegedly he slept with 20,000 women.
That's good.
Yeah, that's what I now come to, that's a cap, I think. I don't believe that.
But at the same time, like,
But he is
with
Wilt
money
though.
like that,
Yeah.
you everywhere, bro. There's
He's
women.
also like, from the 60s and 70s, he probably one of the like 5 most famous niggas. Specifically niggas.
Bro,
Wilt
how did that
Chamberlain.
shit fall off?
You seen that picture?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Magic Johnson, yeah. It's a picture of him on the beach with like 17 women.
Yeah,
Most
and
of them white.
they said they know which one gave it to him.
He's the winner soldier. Ooh, I think I know too.
Aiden, when you see this, pull up the picture, bro, for the people at home.
That's the one.
You think so?
That's the one they say.
Yeah, how would they?
That's the
How would
one
they
they
know
said.
that though?
I'm just
You
saying.
think he knows?
She got that look.
He definitely know who gave it to him.
I don't think he knows, bro.
I think he do.
He was doing wild shit though. Like
I
he was
still
cracking wow amount of women
I
like,
think
with no recourse.
I think there was this one time he was like, something feel weird, but I'ma still do it because I'm Magic. Like I think I'm a big like spiritual energy person. I feel like when something bad you shouldn't do
That's
it.
how you
but
know
it's like-
rappers is broke and athletes ain't, because he got the money to basically almost cure that shit. Like he's non-detectable now.
I got a question, yo.
What's up?
Would you rather get AIDS or spend one night with Magic Johnson, son?
Spend money doing what? Hanging out with him? Hoover? He's 6'8".
He seemed like a cool guy. I hang with Magic. son.
EJ,
That's what's his name.
Irvin Jr., I believe.
Junior. I'm hanging with Junior, bro.
Do you know Irvin Jr.?
Do I know him?
You ever seen like his demeanor?
He just seemed like a cool guy.
Have you looked at him? Do you know how his son demeanor is?
I mean, it's Magic's son, so he must be a cool guy.
You're lost.
Do your Googles real quick. I'm taking the one.
Magic Johnson, son.
I'm gonna take the one night, bro, because I don't want AIDS. At the end of the day,
I mean,
don't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. There's no correlation between that lifestyle and AIDS. It just happens.
no, not even that, bro. I'm saying that's Magic Johnson, son, bro.
That be tough.
I feel like
You wanna
that'd
go
be
to Magic
fun,
House?
bro. I think that
Passed on, bro.
that's what I'm saying.
I won't go to Magic House, so I would hang out with his son.
I would love to hang with Magic and his son.
Yeah, that'd be tough. Magic signed LeBron to the Lakers, bro. That's a big achievement. You gotta give him that.
Hey man, I got a question. What's the difference between goofy and funny? Or is there a difference to y'all?
Do you mean like in person or like
What's a funny
how
person?
people perceive you?
What's the difference between a funny person and a goofy person?
I think a goofy nigga is somebody that you can make fun of and like
Easy target.
easy target. Like you just
Yeah.
goofy. Like get the fuck out of my face. Funny's like I like being around this guy. He makes you laugh. Goofy's like, I'll laugh at him.
Tight.
Funny, you'll laugh with the guy.
So there is a difference, though.
I would say, yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel you. So there's the reason why I brought it up, there's a reel, and someone brought up that they was trying to break down the difference between goofy and funny, and I don't really agree with what he's saying.
I'll pull it up. Yeah, and I think that, like, there's a big difference. I think when you're a man, I think it really, like, how you might be perceived by women is a big difference. If women think you're goofy, you're cooked, it's over. It's like the corny thing versus, like, the smart guy.
I think people like corny now. I think...
I don't.
Hold on, I'll explain it in a second.
Goofy. Kevin Hart, funny. Not really goofy. Dave Chappelle, goofy. Not really funny.
Not a fan of that.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Not a fan of the Dave Chappelle. It's a goofy take.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's goofy. Yeah, Kevin Hart's a character. Like, he's a character.
You know what's crazy? When I first saw this video, I got mad, but I think he did it on purpose. He had to.
You got rage baited?
I did.
Damn.
I did, bro.
Rage bait.
I did, bro. Because I'm like, there's no way he really believed what he just said, bro.
Nah, like, Goofy's like a character. Like, I'm laughing at this person.
Yeah.
Like, fucking Kevin Hart or, like, just a character, like, fucking Chris Tucker or something like that. That nigga ain't funny. He's goofy, though.
They're goofy as shit.
But, like, Dave Chappelle's like
Dave Chappelle is literally hilarious.
Intelligently funny.
Yeah,
like,
intelligent as fuck. That's my favorite comedian, like, of all time. Like,
I can see that.
Yeah, that's like my favorite comedian.
I'm more of like a, I like Cat Williams. I like Patrice O'Neal, rest in peace.
Oh, hell yeah. I love Patrice.
Salvagado, another thing funny, like, intelligently funny, though. Not just like...
Nah, that nigga's not goofy at all.
In your face, loud, goofy nigga. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like it comes to women, though. If women perceive you as goofy, it's over. You're finished.
Well, it depends on what you mean by goofy, bro. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
True.
So this getting back to my point, I feel like people like corny now because everybody.
Give me an example. Give me a corny nigga who's up right now.
Michael B. Jordan.
Damn, I need to say that.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Damn, bro. He ain't so corny though.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Why is he? What makes him corny? Because of white girls?
Nah, he's just bro. Like he got that look, bro. Like
I could really beat this nigga up type of look.
not even that.
Before he got buff and shit. Before he did Creed, I could.
He's a good dude, bro, but he's a little corny.
Just being a good, he's just a bad person. He's corny. I hate Shamik Moore. Shamik Moore.
I don't even know that.
He voices Miles Morales.
You got it. Can you pull it up for me if you don't mind?
He voices Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
Oh.
The one that was like tripping over the white girl the biracial girl now. She's not white to me. She's biracial. I know that now.
Zendaya?
No, Haley Stanfield. She does the voice of Gwen Stacy in she was in Sinners. The girl, Mary.
Oh, her?
She's got a black parent or something like that. Or
she's mixed?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, she was really mixed?
She's like one drop rule type shit, yeah.
I thought...
She white passing. That's the whole thing of the story. She's white passing.
That's actually really cool.
He's corny and lame and
he
goofy.
look corny, goofy, all that, bro.
I hate this guy. I hate Shamik Moore.
Hey, put up a picture of
Hey, pull up some picture of Shamik Moore. I hate Shamik Moore. Yeah, he's goofy and corny and lame and everything.
Yeah.
It's cool to be corny, though, if you got other attributes that are cool. Like, Michael B. Jordan's different, though, because you can't compare him to the average corny nigga, bro. The average corny nigga don't have a six-pack and, like, is a objectively handsome guy.
I don't even think he's...
You think he's ugly?
I'm not going to say ugly, but you cool. Pause.
No, nothing.
No, I'm just... so girls be saying, oh, my goodness, I'm like, I don't see it. Like,
he's a handsome guy.
But I'm not supposed to say I'm a guy, like, but I'm just saying, like...
Rich, handsome guy, well off financially now.
But I feel like... So what I'm saying is I feel like if he was a normal dude, the bitch wouldn't be...
There you go.
That's what I'm saying, though.
That goofy shit
but that's what
take you down.
But that's what I'm saying.
I don't think they like corny now, bro. They're like rich corny niggas.
Yeah.
They're like super niggas. You can be corny and tough and rich and a six-pack and a genius and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That ain't everybody.
No, I still
If one of us is corny, it's over.
Bro, when you got money, you're never ugly, though.
Real shit. Think of the ugliest nigga that's rich. Flavor Flav.
Elon Musk.
I'm gonna stop. Elon Musk.
You still ugly, you just rich. Now now it's a business deal. Now it's a business deal.
Jonathan Majors.
No, bro, you're still...
Jonathan Majors. Making good? Making good?
It's a business deal, bro. We all know it's a fucking business deal.
He's still cracking making good, though. He's Jonathan Majors.
But
he looks like a fucking...
I feel you, bro. Look, he's still getting it, but it's only because of who he's become, not who he is.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you, but...
Like, you still ugly nigga. You ugly nigga with money.
That's why money goes a long way, bro. Money carries everything.
Does it?
It does.
So you cool? So as long as you cracking buns, it don't matter if she don't fuck with you for you?
No, I'm not saying that.
That's what y'all... That's literally what y'all said.
No, I don't... First of all, Bill Belichick's girlfriend is 24 years old. He's 70. She's 20, I think.
We know why they're together.
Because he has money.
We know exactly why.
So that allows him to have her in his orbit and crack him and he has money.
And she fucks with him because he has money, not for who he is.
Don't matter. He's rich. Who cares? That's the point of getting money, to do whatever you want.
That's the point?
One of the points, yeah, for sure. So you're telling me right this moment, right? If you were to become a millionaire tomorrow, you ain't spending the block on all the hoes that ain't want you before?
No, I'm not.
So what if they see you up and they hit you up like, hey, I see you doing well. Nah. We should go get some drink sometime.
Nah, I'm not tricking on no hoes.
I'm not saying trick, but like...
I'm saying that didn't want me before.
Yeah, nah, bro. That's dead, bro. Nah.
How about maybe not explicitly reject you, but like say like they didn't see you before, they see you now?
Hell no. And I saw them? Hell no.
Okay.
Bro. Nah, bro.
I peeped that.
Nah, bro.
I can respect that.
That shit definitely takes you to a new height.
Definitely, bro. You can do whatever you want when you're rich.
I just, I don't know. Like, I've always just had this idea, like, niggas chase money and shit like that to get, women.
That should be number one goal for money.
But I'm just saying that, no, but that's what they do it for.
Oh, yeah, definitely. A lot of niggas strictly want to succeed just for women, bro. And I think that's sad.
I mean, I understand it, though. If you're not getting played, that's the only way you're going to get played.
But you can get played without having money. It's just like your standards probably won't be the models you want to fuck. Like, you probably won't get Watto, but find a bad light-skinned chick around here that's willing to take you for who you are.
You don't even believe anything you just said. They just be rapping, bro.
Bro, you can do whatever you want in life, bro. You don't gotta be rich. You can find a girl that likes you.
No,
Thanks, bro. Hoes love a broke nigga with swag.
You know how many broke niggas I know that have multiple baby mothers?
No, I'm agreeing
you know how
with
many
you, bro.
Poor niggas have tricked women into giving them a kid and all that, and give them a place to stay and all that type of shit. Like,
yeah, that's a trap. I don't know about tricking.
no, not tricking. I mean, like they fooled her into. He fooled her into.
That's you. That's still a trap.
Into
I know. Be real careful. Oh, that's cool.
That fooled her into getting pregnant by him. He's broke.
Did she fool him? I mean, did he fool her? He didn't fool her.
Yo, them broke niggas be having a silver tongue, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That's not a fool, though.
He's still trapped it, though.
There's a trap, bro. Them niggas be, you know how many niggas fuck their way into having a place to stay?
That's true.
Homosexual is a real thing. I'm sorry, I can't speak.
Homosexual, yeah.
Like a niggas will be destitute, broke, nothing to show for it. A horrible individual. I hate dirty tank top.
Girls love broke niggas because they have time.
They got time to hone their skills of talking to her.
And to talk to her.
Yeah. Damn, that's true. A broke nigga, they text you back every fucking 2 seconds, bro. A broke nigga can talk to you all day, all night.
He can talk to you all day. What's even worse if you a broke nigga with no job and then he not texting you back? That fuck with the ego now. She know this nigga broke.
Nigga, I know you're home.
Yeah, you know you don't got no. What the fuck you doing?
You know how many girls I was working with before, like in my old job and stuff, that be on the phone the whole 8 hours of the shift with their boyfriend? He's broke as fuck. You on the phone for 8 hours? Your phone hot as shit in the job. You in trouble with the job because you got your AirPods on and shit. Because your broke ass boyfriend on the phone with you for 8 hours straight.
Type.
Couldn't be me, bro.
She love that nigga, yo.
She loves the fact that he's available at all times. She don't love that nigga because he's not gonna help her out. And
all right, bro. So now the nigga available, he don't got no money available, and she don't love him. Then it's he got too much money, he don't really love him for he love the money. What is it?
You can't win, bro.
I don't think we can win, man.
I don't think the system can leave first one.
Hey, any of our female viewers out there,
tell us why you fuck with broke niggas. Why do y'all have broke baby fathers, bro? How's that possible? The nigga don't got nothing going for himself. Why does he give you a child?
Explain love to us, bro. Because y'all, that shit.
I know what love is a little bit, but that ain't love.
What? You
just cooked yourself. Like, you have a baby with it. Move on. We're dragging on this shit too long. Move on, bro.
Hey, man, hold on.
The CIA is winning also. We gotta talk about that shit one time.
Yeah.
We was talking about this shit earlier, bro. That shit was weird.
Think about it like, you hang around somebody for the first time, you get that first glimpse of the comedy. Okay. Like when I first met you, that's goofy. That's not me being funny. Okay. It's goofy. If you was to meet Kevin Hart for the first time, you're probably going to get funny. I don't know how to really explain it. Like this nigga stance, funny. That nigga jeans. that nigga jeans, goofy. But it's what make the nigga though. So it's just, you just gotta. There's two different definitions on Google. Like you just Google it, it's different definitions.
I think it's like a.
It's all. It's what make the nigga.
I think it's like a duality type of thing. I think like in person, funny and goofy in person, like we said, it's two different things. But I feel like it's just, I don't know, bruh.
What?
When it comes to people like Kevin Hart and stuff like that, I think now in his career he's funnier, like off the script, off of the stage.
You think? I still think he's goofy, bro.
When I saw him on like the Kai streams and stuff, he was funny, like legit, like just like funny, like a funny uncle type of thing. But like when he's like on a stand up or anything now, or the character in the movies, he's goofy. I don't like it. You do too much.
I don't like it either. I'm not gonna lie. So I didn't really watch the Kai thing. I remember he was on it, and I didn't really watch it. So I just like, oh, Kevin Hart's gonna be Kevin Hart again. But if you're saying he's actually funny, that's good to know because I just think he's completely goofy.
Okay, I understand that, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, bro, it's a very thin line between goofy, funny, and corny, dude. All that stuff is very much like a very thin line, bro. And you gotta toe it. If you're a man, you gotta toe that shit very lightly, bro. Because the moment you're corny to women and you're not rich, like we said, it's over. Yeah. Get a white girl. The white girls ain't gonna fuck you no more.
Yeah. You're right. It's a very thin line, and it's very. You got to be very careful, just like you said. You got to be very careful because once you get in, like you said, once you get into that goofy territory, it's hard to get out.
It's over. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
I would say it's impossible. Once you get some money, there's different.
Yeah.
Niggas be having, they handsome, they got muscles.
Nah, bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Be like, he just corny to me. I don't like him.
Nah, bro, it's not. It's hard, but it's possible to get out. I know some people. So I had some friends.
You got out.
I know some friends.
It's always some friends. He got out.
I saw.
You got the muscles now, so that's why you got.
Tight shit.
Enough of that. Yeah, see?
That's corny as shit.
He's still there. He's still there a little bit. They don't ever leave you.
Tell you shit. But no, I had some friends and like so when I brought them around like girls or something like that, they was like, "What the like?" He's got weird. But after they were like, no. But then they were like, "Oh, that's just him." And they were like, "Oh, I fought with him." Like,
I think confidence is key, bro. For no matter what, if you're confidently goofy, you'll get girls.
Yeah.
But if you're like put on a character for the girls, you'll come off as goofy because girls read that shit. All y'all niggas who come around girls and act like y'all are the toughest nigga ever or the coolest nigga ever or nonchalant. A lot of girls think that shit's goofy. Like,
but you can be like overly cocky and corny.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can or you can't?
You cannot.
I don't know. I mean, same thing. Cocky and confident. It's a thin line, bro. Some niggas cross over. The girl think you're doing too much. You're goofy.
Yeah.
Or just people in general. Don't even be a girl. It could be like in a job interview. It could be like an opportunity for a contract or something. You come off like, I don't work with this nigga. He's fucking weird. Like,
I mean, to be honest, bro, it really.
Shadir Sanders. Maybe he was coming off as arrogant and goofy instead of confident and cool and funny.
To be honest, I think you should just do you, yo.
What if you're corny and goofy and you just don't know?
I mean,
that's why you need friends who tell you the truth. If you were corny, I would tell you that. I'm not gonna tell you right now. You waiting for me to say it. I'm not gonna say it. You're not corny. He's not corny. I'm not gonna say it.
Tell your shit.
Anyway, man. So, yeah, I just feel like it's a fine line, bro. You gotta toe it. You gotta being yourself is the best thing to be, but some niggas selves are horrible individuals.
I guess, bro. Nah, honestly, bro, I really think you just be yourself, bro. If someone think you corny, bro, then fuck it, bro.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like a lot of niggas be finding their way into these girls' homes and taking over their house and, you know, just off of just being themselves and being like naturally charismatic despite their own circumstances of being broke as fuck.
Yeah.
Like niggas, you gotta be a certain type of nigga to pull that whole like, let me just stay and make you breakfast for real. I'll be back when you get off work, shit like that. Like, you know how fucking suave you gotta be to go to a girl's house, lay down with her, do your thing, whatever, and get up, and it's still her house. She don't even know you that well, and you still stay after that? You finesse that shit? Silver tongue, well, you might have speech 100, bro. Charisma maxed out stat, you feel me? Like, you might be locked in.
Tight.
You bought BC.
Yeah, you might have bought BC and bought the straight charisma. I don't know. I just find that so crazy to me that I'll meet a woman and I'm like, wow, you're a really cool person. You're intelligent, all this stuff. What do you have in my life? I'm sure you have family members and all that stuff, cousins, aunts, uncles, whatever. Like, how did you end up with this person? You have everything going for you. This niggas don't have nothing going on. And how the fuck do you end up doing this? But it's that silver tongue, yo. Should go a long way.
Yeah, no, it definitely do, bro. It definitely do.
So do you think, like, as a father, you should warn your daughter about niggas like that?
About what? Goofy?
Niggas who sneak into your house and get you pregnant and have nothing going on for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you. Yeah, you definitely got to teach. You teach her right from wrong.
Is that wrong per se?
You teach them.
I said it was wrong, but I don't know if you think it's wrong.
You teach them. You show her the things to look out for. You honestly, you as a father, you should be the best role model that you can be to show her
the best man that she could be.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. So she has something to look up to look for in another person. That's where the problem is. You know? Yeah, it's trying to find something that they can see themselves in. It's like, it's not necessarily not on no weird shit, but it's like, my father did this type of thing for me. You know
as a man, so a man should do this type of similar thing
for
me.
Exactly.
Okay. Exactly. I see what you're saying, bro. That makes sense. I ain't got no kids. I wouldn't know.
No, I feel you. I mean, I don't.
You got a kid or two? You might.
Bro, why is this dude playing with
me? You about 30. You might.
Why is he playing with me?
You might have a kid or two. I know how you get down.
He's playing.
You wild boy, yo. I know how you get down, yo.
Bro. I have no kids, bro.
That you know of. Like Will Chamberlain that he knows of.
Bro, don't even put that on me right now.
You don't think LeBron dad is?
Don't even put that on me. I was just talking to Aiden about that shit.
You don't think LeBron dad is?
How would you feel if you you went and knocked this girl up and you like, nah, fuck that, I don't want that kid. And then
you think he even knows?
Then he grew up to be LeBron James. Yeah, he definitely knows. He definitely knows.
You think LeBron know who his dad is and don't tell nobody because he's better for his story?
What?
You think LeBron know who his dad is but don't admit it because it's better for his story? To be like, I had no father growing up. Yeah.
I don't know.
He still overcame because he wasn't in his life, but
I don't know. I don't know if he would. I don't know if he reached out or his dad.
Bro, his dad got to be somebody like. Them genes don't come out of nowhere. His mom had them genes to be 6'8", superhuman, and he's like super smart. Who's your dad? Who y'all think?
Glazing, bro.
Who y'all think his dad is?
That was low key.
It's LeBron, bro. You got to give it up to LeBron.
Bro.
I would clap if it wouldn't be too loud. LeBron James.
Clap
bro.
what?
We discussed the top 5 niggas ever, bro. We already had crossed in MLK, Obama, people like that.
Obama top 5, bro.
Nelson Mandela. I know he bombed for people, but he was a black president.
Michael Jackson up there.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, definitely Mike.
Then other 2 people, probably LeBron
Prince.
And Jordan.
Prince
ain't top 5. Michael Jackson can't be and Prince ain't be top 5 together.
Prince tough, bro.
LeBron is top 5 together. Bar none.
What did he do?
What didn't he do?
He's glazing.
40,000 points. 50,000 come to playoffs. No scandals. No cheating scandals.
That we know of.
That's
no. What's the name?
Though.
What's the name? You know
who, that white bitch?
Put down black.
He ain't crack Shorty. Stop playing me, bro.
Was it Jules?
He ain't crack that Jules.
Jules?
He ain't crack her, bro.
I don't even blame him for that one if he did.
He ain't crack her. I think she keep that shit kind of rumor going because it's good for her image. He ain't do that. I feel like niggas like that cheat. They do it with people that know ain't gonna say nothing. Sign an NDA and lock that shit down. You good.
So he never did.
What, cheated? He probably did. I don't know. But I think if he did, he did smart. He knew Shannon Sharp now.
I'm not cheating with Savannah.
You not?
How
you say that, bro.
What, because of her looks? Yeah. What if she hard to be around?
That's different, but this nigga got 3 kids.
What if she's annoying?
That's a what if.
What if he might like her? I mean, he might like her the most. I don't think he's a serial cheater, but he's LeBron. You gotta cheat at some point. If you LeBron, what you doing? I know your answer. If you LeBron, what you doing?
Yo, bro.
Not right now. I mean, like prime, like you 24-year-old LeBron. You up 100 M's and some change. You the best nigga on earth. You and Jordan talks already. You said what? Wreaking havoc.
In every way possible.
Nah, no mean. Me now. Me now, I'm not.
Okay.
Me now, I'm not.
I'll believe that lie for the sake of the show to keep it going smooth.
All right, bro. You're crazy, bro. Nah, me now, I definitely would, bro.
LeBron's top 5 nigga ever. I feel like top 5 black person ever, easily, easily.
But okay. Like you said.
Like a scandals, positive role model. He built a school. He's put people into college that were from a poor neighborhood. He built up his neighborhood he was in. Like he's done all the check marks of like. Right.
I got you. I want to go back to the Savannah thing one time.
Sure.
Why would he cheat? And you're saying it's because of, but
I think just temptation of having all that type of temptations. I'm not saying it's not impossible that he didn't. I'm not saying he possibly couldn't have. I'm not gonna put it on his name. I don't know the man.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I feel like it'll be so easy to do it, and I understand because of the situations and the circumstances and LeBron can't go nowhere and not be recognized. Like he can go to fucking Bangladesh and be recognized. That's LeBron.
On the road too, though.
Yeah. So, But I do feel like if he did, it was a long time ago when they reconciled that shit.
No, I can say
I feel like he ain't cheat post age 30.
No.
I feel like if he cheated, it was from like 18 to like 27.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
People got to the Heat.
Yeah, got to the Heat probably was wild.
Like in Miami was like, what? This is not Ohio no more.
Yeah. I want to believe he didn't, bro, because I don't think
MLK cheated though, so you can't. MLK was a cheater.
I heard he was a dog though.
Serial cheater, so you can't trust nobody.
I heard he was a dog, bro, but he did a lot for us.
He did it for white women, bro.
That's why he did it.
No, literally.
Hey man,
You think that's the only reason he did it was for white women making?
I mean,
one of the top.
yeah.
If you had to ask him, what's your main motivations? He probably would have been like.
That's why the CIA took him out, man.
One of the reasons, I guess.
That's the main reason.
FBI, CIA worked together for one time in their life to kill him. That's crazy. They hate each other.
Too many niggas bitches.
He wouldn't take no niggas bitches. So.
You do know that the CIA killed him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so basically when he got shot or whatever, he survived. He was in the hospital alive, and they came in and like.
You know what's crazy?
Killed him in the hospital.
I watched a rabbit video on this, the whole rabbit hole, man. Like when he got shot, right, and the investigators came for the first day, they were like, from the angle y'all said he got shot from, there's a tree in the way. You couldn't even see his balcony. They were like, oh yeah, wow, I guess you just hit him. And then like the next morning, the tree was gone. It cut that. Nashville police cut it down. So I'm of the opinion that because the guy who shot him was confirmed to be OSS, which is like a precursor to like special forces, like military stuff. He was a military trained individual, kind of like Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah,
he was a Marine sniper, so he could hit that shot. No, he fucking couldn't. But like the whole thing was like orchestrated by like between like the Nashville police, the FBI, a little CIA stuff too, OSS, CIA. They kind of blend together. And I also think like the mob probably also was involved money wise to make that shit happen. Cause like bro, like the shit with him getting smothered in the hospital, which is it's crazy to me. Like it's insane. The tree with the bush, like it didn't make sense. Like the angle and stuff didn't make sense to what happened. Like, and of course the FBI sent him a letter telling him to kill himself. Like we know that. We have the letter. They declassified it. They were like, we're gonna tell your wife you cheated on her and all that stuff. We're gonna make you look bad. Kill yourself now. So you be a martyr, whatever, and nip this in the butt. And it's like, you know, yeah, they definitely killed him though. I don't see why they wouldn't. If I was him, I would have killed him. Like, make sure they looking at me. If I was,
they already looking, bro. I already know they got the snipers on. It's ready.
So it's yeah, it's not cool. I was gonna say it's cool. It's not cool, but like yeah, but he was a cheater. Spread to that. So you can't trust anybody. A nigga that pure of heart is still a dog.
Everybody has their vice, man.
I gotta be women like that. That's crazy.
Type.
Imagine being a woman, right, and the nigga who approached you was Martin Luther King, bro.
And what?
And you just know, like, you know him, like, you know what he's known for.
What's
and
he
you know
known
he got a wife, and you're like, yo, this nigga's a dog. Like, you probably like, this, you can't trust nobody. You can't trust none of these Negroes.
Yeah. I mean, hey, man, he did a lot for the community, man. So, I got a question, man. Y'all threw Mike in the top 5, right?
Which Mike?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, definitely.
Michael Jackson in the top 5. Can y'all explain what made Michael so great? Like
everything. I think his whole image, the whole like sound of his music.
So one of the videos, I don't even know we're gonna play it, but
nah, we gotta play it.
Yeah, basically they were trying to compare Michael. I think somebody was saying that Chris Brown was better than Michael Jackson.
Chris Brown can't hold his fucking shoestrings.
What?
Chris Brown can't hold his fucking soles of his fucking feet. I don't give a damn. Chris Brown's very talented, all that. He can dance, he can sing, whatever. Michael Jackson was just another level individual, bro.
Yeah.
He has how many diamond songs, diamond albums? Like Michael Jackson probably has legitimately how many people on Earth? 8 billion people, allegedly. They said it's 10 to 12 now. I don't know.
Probably.
I think this shit got recounted. He probably got 2 billion fans, bro.
Who?
Michael Jackson.
Probably more.
Like 3 billion people know him. Like that's unprecedented, bro.
Who doesn't know Michael Jackson?
Niggas who died before he was born, I guess. Like that's it. Like because anybody born now is gonna eventually know who he is because it's Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You can't avoid his music.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody ever gonna touch that man.
Yeah.
In terms of like just a singular artist, like impact, like a band like the Beatles maybe as like a band.
Yeah, I was about to say the Beatles.
But like,
I was gonna say Drake.
Basketball game, bro.
I feel like if the Beatles reincarnate, I feel like if the Beatles was like around now, they could kind of move and not be like swarmed. I feel like
They came at the right time.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Michael Jackson, bro, like it's a one-of-one enigma, bro. Like I think he was put on Earth to do that. Anomaly, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I just people used to the rumors he used to faint. They used to faint when they see him.
That's a true. I think I've seen him on video.
I don't understand.
The aura.
Niggas just throw aura. Niggas just throw aura around. Like
if I had to use it for somebody, it'd be him.
Nah, actually, bro.
If Michael Jordan walked in the room with you,
Michael Jordan,
Michael Jackson, I'm sorry, or Michael Jordan, he's probably glowing to you. He's probably like, what the fuck is going on?
Jordan.
He's probably have hair back your neck side. You'd be like,
who? Jordan got hair?
Michael Jackson. Like if you're in a room, right? Say you're back to the door. MJ walk in, Michael Jackson. You probably feel that shit like, what the fuck is that? He probably in slow motion talking to you like, it's Michael Jackson, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, are you good? Like,
I don't know. I just don't understand how someone could faint, bro. And maybe that
fainting is glazing, but
people was fainting, bro.
It's Michael Jackson, bro.
I don't understand.
If I had to faint for somebody, it'd probably be Michael Jackson. Bro.
What?
If you had to faint for somebody, Michael Jackson, like that's crazy. Can't believe it. It's probably overwhelming emotion. Like, just like, what the fuck's Michael Jackson?
Yeah. I don't think. Do you think anybody ever be able to top it?
No.
I mean, they said the same thing about Jordan.
That's different. Sports is like objective, like stats, stuff like that. Championships, achievements, is objective achievements.
It's measurable.
Music is not measurable. It's like it's hard to understand how he captured the hearts and minds of so many people with just music and like his talent and everything. I don't think nobody can do that.
So if he, captivated so many people, that makes it objective, like measurable in a way.
I guess
we can objectify because of so many people that he was.
But I guess, but like the fact that it's happened so few times, like with artists in history, it's like how can you, like Michael Jackson,
so what about Elvis?
The Beatles, as the next person, Elvis. But even then, like
he was a pedophile, bro.
That's true. Also, Michael Jackson might have been. So we don't got.
Mike wasn't, bro. Mike wasn't, bro.
I don't think he did either. But I think Elvis kind of 50-50 to me.
What?
Michael Jackson.
Mike? I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either.
I don't think he did. I think they set him up, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Sony.
I know for a fact.
Yeah, the whole Sony.
For a fact, a few of them people admitted they were doing it for money. So yeah, and that kind of unfortunately negates all the people because it's Michael Jackson. I mean, come on now, relax.
Yeah, but what other grown man has a carousel?
It's one of them things, right? That I don't think he did it, but if he did, Michael Jackson though.
Hey man, I don't think he did it.
I don't think he did it.
And I'm standing on that. And
I don't think he did it. I don't think he did it.
I don't think he did. Just there's too much stuff going on around the time. Because I guess speaking of the Beatles, he bought half their masters, bought Eminem's masters, he bought everybody's masters. He was about to do too much stuff. The same thing they do every time. Well, like, I'm gonna bring it up Diddy. They did the same thing hold on. Everybody knew Diddy was doing these things for years. And now all of a sudden he's about to sign this crazy, or he had problems with his alcohol deal.
I think it was part of that. I think you just stop paying off the right people, bro. You start paying off the right people, satisfying the right people,
I think you just pissed off the wrong people. He pissed
That's
off
probably
the wrong
what it was,
people.
yeah, unfortunately.
But
that don't make it right, though.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just
making sure
saying,
we're on the same page, brother, because he was tripping. He was wilding out.
Yeah.
Like I said last podcast, I know we always say, like, they always need a black man for shit. But we had a pretty bad on the black niggas doing wild shit, bro. R. Kelly, the Diddy,
but so do the white niggas, bro. Everybody do, bro.
Harvey Weinstein, he's a wild boy, yeah.
We have a bunch of them shits.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I feel like Michael Jackson can't be topped, bro. I feel like it's like Michael Jackson, the Beatles. I don't even say, I think Elvis is like an American phenomenon. I don't think he's even like that international. I wouldn't know. He died before I was born, but.
No, he was pretty big in England, I believe.
But like, super duper worldwide though. It's like Mike and the Beatles.
Not like Mike.
Like Mike and Beatles, that's it.
And I think the Beatles are overrated.
Music wise they are.
Yeah.
We talked about it earlier.
Yeah, I know. I just had to throw it out there.
I don't hate them. They're not that good though.
I hate them.
I don't hate them. I was just.
They're very mid.
Very mid. They have some songs I like Yellow Submarine.
Like I said, mid. I listened to a couple of their tapes, mid.
Tapes is crazy. I don't think they were called tapes back then. They were albums, brother. Like, there's no Beatles mixtapes. So,
but it was, they was on tapes.
They was on fucking vinyls. You put the shit down and that shit's spinning.
Like I said, man, I listened to
the Beatles are objectively worse than like Temptations. They're worse than like the OJs. They're worse than a lot of the black
You'd
people
probably piss off a lot of people.
I don't care.
That.
The people I would piss off aren't people I care about, opinion wise. So
why is that? It's like, no, don't answer that question.
Yeah, let's keep it going, man. I don't want to get this shit demonetized, but I'm gonna get it demonetized.
It's already getting demonetized.
Because when we make out the mud with this shit and then you blow up, they're gonna pull this old shit up and be like,
oh yeah, they're already going to do this. They're going to do this.
I'd be like, damn, I was just a guess. So yeah, we all good.
To be honest, bro, we got a couple more times, but I don't even know
what we got left. That you
we
want
got.
to talk about.
Should you change someone's name in your phone? Basically, somebody was talking about.
What you think about that? Break it down to me.
Hold on. Now let's do this one. Kid knows something different about his neighborhood. This one's a little.
What is that about? Like,
Number 3, topic 3.
What does that come up?
So a viral Instagram reel shows a kid pointing out something different about his neighborhood. Basically, it's a black child. That one.
I saw that video where his dad was like, "We're in a regular neighborhood, not a black neighborhood."
Go to play the video. I want to show the people.
I have a lot to say about this actually, and people probably think I'm reaching, but y'all know how I get down, bro. Hotep shit about to come out soon.
Hey, but it's gonna be full candy. If you keep saying that, stop. Don't say that.
I can't.
We're in a regular neighborhood with regular people, okay?
There's no black people.
Oh my God. I just see some black people give.
So, y'all want to start? I got a few things to say about that.
You start, brother.
Okay. Let's break it down, right? Number one, telling your son that because you're in a white neighborhood, you're around regular people, terrible thing. And I know it seems small right now, but that shit sticks in your mind. You're going to grow up and start associating regular with white people.
All right, I want to address that point. He's not saying calling white people regular people. Those are only regular people. He's saying that you shouldn't be looking at them and being like, they're different. That's what he's saying.
I don't think so. I think he said we're in a regular neighborhood.
It's a neighborhood.
As opposed to where they're from, which is probably...
No, you're taking it the wrong way, bro. Yes, bro. He's saying this is a regular neighborhood. Okay. He's saying like, our neighborhood, their neighborhood, there's no different. It's a neighborhood. Stop saying that it's a different neighborhood.
Oh, the son was saying, the little boy.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he was
probably
trying to say...
He probably felt a little awkward because it was different from what he used to.
That's a smart kid. He noticed, hey, there's no black people around.
The second thing, lack of sidewalks and all that in certain neighborhoods, lack of stuff in neighborhoods, lack of supermarkets, lack of all that stuff is completely all redlining, gerrymandering. Black people neighborhoods get fucked over the most when we do these relinings of stuff to get voter rights on type. And it's a complicated thing, but when you do the relining of neighborhoods and stuff like that, Baltimore has one of the worst in the country, actually, with food deserts, all that stuff. Lack of accessibility, lack of funding to neighborhoods. So a lot of times when it comes to like those realignments and stuff like that, and they'll start negotiating things in the voter cycle and stuff like that, they'll target black and brown neighborhoods and cut them out of certain shit, or they'll realign them certain ways. Yeah. And it fucks us over every time. Mm-hmm. It ties back to like white flight and shit, where white people will move out of neighborhoods because black people move in. Mm-hmm. So like a lot of times you'll see like people will be like, oh, what happened to this neighborhood? Like it used to be so nice back in the day, and it's like not because black people live there, it's because the city and the state actively punish their neighborhood for being diverse now. So that's why your black neighborhood might not have a supermarket in it for fucking a long, like 20 miles. You got to go out of your way to go to the market. Mm-hmm. You got bad food around you instead, liquor stores and all that type of shit, instead of like a real market. Mm-hmm. I love a good corner store, but you need a Giant or some at least to have some real food in your house.
Some real food, yeah.
Or like a sidewalk, stuff like that. Lack of like accessible things, lack of like parks and playgrounds and shit like that. Simple shit like that, all the way up to like good school and stuff. It's a deliberate attack on black and brown communities to like make the shit just worse because they take funding out of our communities, put it where they want it to go, which is white communities. So yeah. Sorry to go
you're good,
racial,
bro.
But that's how it's life, bro. Everything is racial in America, bro.
Unfortunately, a lot of it is. I'm not gonna say everything, but a lot of it is. And you didn't say a single lie. I knew about the whole zoning thing and how they take the resources out, put them into other places.
Yeah.
And I like that you brought up the liquor store thing. I know that's it's cliche to talk about, but
there's a visible correlation that you can see when you go outside and go to different places. Certain neighborhoods that are white do not have a whole bunch of liquor stores and lottery places and check cashing spots, all that type of stuff. Stuff that promotes bad habits, bad spending, if people are downtrodden and they're more easily depressed and more easily feeling like they can't to get ahead in life, they'll probably get drunk more, to be honest.
Yeah.
So why would I sell it to the people that's doing well? They're not going to buy the alcohol. They're going to go to their winery and buy the wine and drink it on their own occasion. They go to their friend's wine, what's the word? It's not a farm. You don't grow wine.
Vineyard.
He's some rich nigga shit, bro. I'm playing, but the vineyard, yeah, like you wouldn't go to a liquor store. So yeah, like a lot of stuff is like you can kind of say, you can argue that you can't really say that, you don't know, but certain stuff is physically visible anytime you look. Like the liquor stores are in this neighborhood. This neighborhood has vineyards, or they go to a vineyard and they have just their homes, their places of work, and their schools, post office, shit like that, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just not right, but that's what it is. So it's crazy that out of an innocent little kid's like saying like, oh, this is a different neighborhood than what we live in. It's like, yeah, because they made it that fucking way.
I think you took that way out of proportion. I'm not disagreeing
You
with
have
anything
to,
you
though.
said, but I don't think that's what he meant by that, man. I think he was only talking about visibly seeing the white people.
Yeah. Why do you think you only see black people in his life? Because the segregation is still like a thing because of the redlining and stuff.
Yeah.
And the white flight, like I said. I think there's so many places in America, right, that were used to be like nice, affluent suburbs that black people moved in, white people left. And because white people left, their voting and their money left the neighborhood. So the people in charge cut them off from the funding they had before.
Okay.
Same thing ties on like the factories are getting pulled out and shit like that. It's easier to convince a city to close down a factory in a black area than it is a white area. Like a corporation could easily convince them to do that over the white area. You feel me? This is how it is.
Okay.
Or a brown area.
So I'm playing devil's advocate and Coon and Uncle Coon. Uncle Coon. I'm playing Uncle Coon. So we understand that, nothing's going to be given to us.
Absolutely.
And we understand that. So where is our efforts to take matters into our own hands?
Well,
I'm playing Uncle Coon right now.
The problem is with that is that people do, but because you don't get any like help on the back end to pull shit together, it's a cascading effect of systemic racism. Like,
so as a man, you know that you're not going to get any help. No one's coming to save you.
Absolutely not.
No, right, exactly.
But like,
what's the difference?
Even the simpler things, like in a white neighborhood, even the public schools are better than the schools in a black neighborhood. It's just how it's a cascading effect. Like,
so like,
bad neighborhood.
Let me address that point. And we understand that if we send our kids to whatever school, we're not going to get the best education, right? So why don't we take it in our own hands to make some other time to educate our kids?
Well, if you live in a poor area with you have limited options in terms of employment, you're probably working a lot more than 40 hours a week. So you're struggling to find that time to teach your kid. A lot of kids growing up, like when I grew up at least, like I would get home and I would be home by myself most of the time until my parents came, whatever, so like that.
So okay, I know
it's a little more difficult because like let's say you live in a neighborhood, you're kind of struggling. You're struggling to get ahead in life. Your dad is working 40, 50 hours a week. Your mom's working overnight as a nurse. By the time you get home, she's going to work already. She's leaving the house at 5 and go to work until 5 the next morning, whatever. So there's little time to actually do the extra parenting, the homework, help, and all that stuff. That's why kids fall behind just like that, because they're not getting help at home, and then the school they go to in the morning is underfunded. So there's no space for them to be like, I think you're dyslexic. You should probably go to this classroom. You feel me?
Yeah.
And
again, I'm playing Uncle Coon. I feel like if you want to make time for something, you can make time for something. Even if it's not a lot, you can still make time.
I just feel like people never get people don't.
And not get it, you got to make.
No, people don't get the thing in their mind to make that happen, because
no,
there's
that's
so many other things going on. It's like a whirlwind of other stuff that you really have to. You can't just.
And like I
understand.
I know. Feel you said the perfect word. You said they don't get it in their mind. You can do it.
No, I understand what you're saying completely. And there are people who live in these neighborhoods that make it happen. But for the majority, it's just this cascading effect. It's like really hard to find that time.
And I'm not saying it's not hard.
That's why people like in our community look at certain stuff.
Hey, bro, let me say something. A man and a woman, if they in a relationship, they like, husband and wife, and they got kids, they'll find time to fuck.
Absolutely.
You find 20 minutes to fuck.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't find 20 minutes to teach a kid an extra multiplication table. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm just playing devil's
But
advocate.
what if the family grew up in the same neighborhood their whole time? They went to the same school and they didn't learn as much either.
You said what?
So what if the family grew up in the same neighborhood the whole time? They went to the same bad school.
And what are you saying?
That school been bad for 30 fucking years.
And what are you saying?
Underfunded for 30 years, and then they don't know as much as the kid. They don't know to help the kid either. They don't know how to help them. They probably see that timetable shit and say, "I never even learned this when I was in school. I can't help you." I don't know.
We all got a phone now.
Well, yeah, but it's different, bro.
It's different.
It's
now?
different, bro.
It's different now.
It's different.
Hey man, nah, you don't know the timetable. You be like, all right, let me sit down 20 minutes to watch this video with my kid or by myself, so then I can go do it with my kid.
But that mindset comes from a studious background. Most people don't have that in our communities because of the situations they come up in. And they most people don't go to college and don't develop habits. And can I say something?
Like this is why I'm asking these questions, to get people to start thinking about that shit. It's not to call people out. I understand how hard it is. It's to put this in their mind that you can do it. You can make that time.
I think people gotta understand that, like, the shit that's hard right now will save the fucking world in the future.
Yeah.
Especially our community.
Yeah.
Like, it'll save our community. Like, you have to do these things. You do. And I understand it's difficult as fuck.
It's and it's so hard. Fucking hard.
And it's hard because you're working, y'all both working, y'all home probably a couple hours a day. You're in these situations, and it's hard to find that time because you're worried about.
You got a whole bunch of stuff on your mind.
How you gonna eat?
Yeah.
So it's hard to think about other shit.
Yeah.
You can't invest because you're worried about how to fucking eat. I can't put this money to the side. We gotta eat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm not. Yeah, I understand.
But I think people gotta make them sacrifices of the shit they want for the future of their kids and their generation and stuff like that, because I understand it's hard as fuck.
It's hard as fuck, bro. It's not easy. You know what
But like, my thing is always like, I would never put the blame or the onus on the people automatically, because I don't know the situation. I know that how the system we're in will beat you over the head. You don't even fucking know it till you're already knocked out and like bleeding out of your brain and shit.
That's no. That's the thing. They're already knocked out. They don't think they can come back. But I'm saying this to say you can come back. Yeah. You can't give up.
But some people don't even know they're in a fight, a war.
But that's what I'm saying. No, but that's what I'm saying. They don't know. Yeah. And I'm telling them now, you in a war. You gotta wake up. Yeah. And you can decide. You have the choice.
So I grew up in bad neighborhoods. I grew up in like rougher areas until like recently. And it's difficult to really tell people, like I said, because they're worried about so much other stuff. What are they gonna do next? How are they gonna do this next? How are they gonna pay for this next? How are they gonna? They want to do better. Like, oh, Mommy, can you pay for this field trip? We're going to New York on this field trip. Can you pay for it? This costs $100 for everybody. I think Muhammad fit that in my budget with food, and he might need new clothes, and the bills, and the electricity bill, and the light bill. And we got internet in the house because we got to do homework on internet now. We can't afford that. If it's a snow day, he need a laptop so we can have the Zoom class and stuff. And it's like, life will keep just piling on shit onto you, and makes it harder and harder to remember we need 20 minutes a day to focus on your homework because you're struggling in math. By the time you think about that shit, you already fucking been worn out from everything.
And that's hard, yo.
You worn out from, damn, the car need gas, and we only got one car between us, so we're making it work.
But that 20 minutes of that extra little bit of tiredness and pain will go a long way in that child's life to change not only their future, but also your family and the rest of your offspring's future.
I agree, but I understand why that time might get lost in the shuffle.
I don't know, trust me, I know, bro, because I'd be lazy, I'm tired, I got, you know what I'm saying, I know niggas probably got way worse shit going on, I'd be tired, and I don't want to do shit, but they still doing it. I know niggas with way worse situations than me fucking getting it out the fucking mud as we speak. You feel me? So I understand how hard it is. So it's just, I'm just saying you can do it, bro.
Everybody can do anything they want to do. I think that certain circumstances, the climb is a lot harder, bro. Some people might have Mount Everest in front of them. Some niggas might have an anthill, bro. It is what it is. You just gotta.
Why are you looking at someone else's climb, bro?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying you look at them. You don't know. I'm saying like you don't know that, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Somebody might. I don't know. But that's why I can't put the onus on you, because I don't know what your climb looks like.
I think if you got the shortest climb or the farthest climb, bro, I have the same thing. Keep going.
I agree.
Let's keep going. You shouldn't be.
I think at the end of the day, if you have a child, the problem is like it's so many problems that cascade together, bro. Like sex education, stuff like that. You don't understand like certain shit you shouldn't do or do, like because your school can't afford to pay for a sex education class. They only can afford it for the basic science, biology,
and they suck at that.
Yeah, they only can afford the basic, like, because the fucking gym teacher teaching history and fucking math. It's like you got the fucking lunch lady teaching goddamn economics and all that. The one economics that you have, you can't. So it's hard to bounce that shit. That's what I'm saying. The school you in and all that stuff, like where you at, everything, it adds up. It piles on you. So it's hard to like do all that. But like I was saying, at the end of the day, like you do have the power to control your own destiny for the most part, and you got to do whatever you can to make sure that at least your lineage beyond you is better than you are. End of the day, and that's the hard part, because we said it's really hard to find that time to make sure your kid is good. And like just a lot of black people, I feel like when they get a smart kid or something, they trust that their kid's going to be able to just do everything by themselves. They trust they're going to do the right thing and make the right choices and stuff like that. And it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, you can't leave it up to the kid.
And it's hard to be a full-time parent because you have full-time things you have going on. So, yeah. You got to sacrifice some stuff. Whatever sacrifice you can find, whatever it is, you have to make it for your kid, I think, at least. Because we already know, for us, our community, the shit that they're going to give us is very little, if anything. So you got to keep that in mind when you're doing these things. And I think that's why I think a lot of black people should really like prioritize like their own success first before they have a kid. But I know it's not that easy. I know you just do stuff and you have a kid and it's like, damn, we got to keep it. But like you really got to, I think for us, we got to be a lot more careful how we do things in life. I think I look at stuff a certain way differently. Like I saw a video of a guy talking about like, I think it was on Cam Newton podcast or something like that. He was talking about like sports and how like we put our kids in sports to thinking about the outcome of the, oh well, he'll get a degree paid for, he'll be a pro, whatever. He'll be a pro athlete, or he'll be at least a D1 athlete. Not gonna worry about college stuff. And it's like you should definitely keep that, put that bug in your kid's ear. Like if you stick with it, you can do something like that. But you should look at it more so like the benefits of sports and stuff like discipline and teamwork and showing up on time, being accountable, stuff like that. And it's like if we teach that stuff, the other stuff will come with it anyway, usually. But that's because certain people, white people, have the luxury to be like, yeah, just do a sport. What you want to do, it's all good. Like, you know how many people I've seen, like, how many stories I've seen of, like, pro athletes, white athletes will go and they'll be like, yeah, when I went to the league, my parents asked me for nothing. I didn't buy my mom a house or nothing like that. They told me just do what I got to do. Like, help out here and there or like, I bought them a boat or something because I wanted to buy them that, but they never asked me for it. Whereas, what the black people say? Oh, I made it, bought mom a house automatically. Bought my sister a car. I didn't ask for it.
They asked?
Yeah. Or like you just felt obligated to do that.
Why? Because
that's how we are as a community. You made it, so you gotta. Well, white people are coming from most of them, not all of them. Some of them come from the poor shit too. Definitely. And their mindset's very similar to ours when they're poor. That's why it's less of a race thing and more of a class thing.
It's never been a race thing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Remember that word I told you last week?
What is it?
Intersectionality.
I understand.
Class and race intersect. That's how it is.
I understand what you're saying.
Lower class people tend to be not white. It intersects. Brown, black and brown people, Hispanic people, black people, similar stuff like that. It intersects.
I feel like there's some nuances in there that we could
of course
get into. We're not going to get into it right
I'm not writing no damn thesis.
We're not getting into that right now. We're not getting into that right now.
I'm not at Harvard right now. I'm talking to my niggas, so it's going to sound a little more ghetto than it probably should, but that's the...
I got you.
There's nuance to it.
You brought up intersectionality again, and I said, come on, there's some more nuances.
It is, but...
Just throwing that word out there. No, because you're going to throw that word out there, people are going to hear it, then it's like, oh, you're right, but there's also nuances that go into all that stuff.
The nuances are that certain races have certain things against them in the socioeconomic process that have them starting from a lower standpoint than others.
So
that don't mean they can't get out of it. But I mean,
I don't want to go there.
That's why equality and equity are two different things. Equality is like we have the same opportunity stuff. We're treated the same way by law or whatever. Equity is like we start at the same level. There's never been equity in this country. Maybe there's equality sometimes. Like in theory, if you shoot somebody and a white guy shoots somebody, you both get the same process. You go to jail. I mean, you go to jail. Go to court. You have a jury. They decide your fate. That's the equality part of it. There's nuances to that too because you go in the courtroom. Your jury's white. Shit might happen bad for you. You might get the life, and he might get the.
What happened to my peers?
Majority of your peers might be just motherfuckers they found. That's white. You know what I'm saying? But equity is like,
I'm being an ass.
Equity is like the same. We get the same level playing field. My school has the same number of students to teacher as your school does. You know how big of a difference is in a classroom with 30 kids versus like 15? You know how much you can learn when it's quieter, it's more one-on-one time. The teacher's not swamped with all this shit and other classes. They can actually focus on, Mason is struggling with math in my math class, and he's a 5th grader or whatever. If there's 30 kids in there, shit, Mason better get that grade up. There's 15 kids in there. Mason, let me talk to you at the school real quick, at the class. Or recess starting, stay here for another 10 minutes.
Bro, don't let him talk to you like that. Yeah.
I'm just leaving an example. Mason's really smart. We already know that. We already talked about it in the beginning. But like,
don't let him talk
that's a fundamental difference though.
That's all you fucking want.
That's a fundamental difference. He kind of, I don't know, he might get me. It's a fundamental difference though. Like, that's a fundamental difference where it's like, the equity part of it, that's not the same. Or here's a better example, because it's more relatable to us. Say you in a school, a public school, you got black and Hispanic kids in the majority. Not your school can afford to have a bunch of classes teaching English too. Like teaching like ESOL English to the Spanish kids. It's not, so a lot of them kids get lost in the shuffle. That's the thing, like a lot of kids get lost in the shuffle on the way to the top. When you're in a certain different demographic, not to pick on you, but your school's called St. Paul, was it?
We're not talking about that right now.
St. Paul, right?
We're not talking about
I'm not saying it's not a bad thing. Listen, you went to private school. They accounted for all of y'all. Most of it, unless you just a fuck up and don't want to succeed, then that's when it's on you. Because the resources are there in your school. And they'll I know there's more nuances to it too, because you're a black student, predominantly white school and stuff like that going on. So that's the nuance that you're talking about. But at the end of the day, the equity, you start off with the white boys at school, they're rich, whatever. Once that door for school closes at 8 in the morning, y'all on the same playing field. Same teachers, same courses, same classroom size, same sports opportunities, same healthy lunch, same everything, bruh. That's the big fucking difference. Because I tell you something, if somebody go to inner city school like Mervo's not the bad school, but Mervo or something, or Digital Harbor, versus going to Gilman, they're not that far apart in the city, by the way. They have a whole different playing field of stuff. And Gilman's accessibility is a lot lower because of the price, stuff like that. And yeah, so it's like, one family got to say, you play a sport, you can get in Gilman with a scholarship. Other families say, well, it's up to you. Where do you want to go to school at time? Like, you know what I mean? So that's the thing. I think the biggest thing is the freedom of choice to how you want to live your life. Whereas if you start off with a certain situation, you got to do shit a certain way to make it out. You got to bust your ass. You got to go to work for 12 hours a day. You got to send your kid to the school that ain't that good. You got to do shit because you have to do it. Whereas if you have the starting point of like the better starting point, you have a choice. You want to go to Gilman or McDonough? You want to go to St. Francis or you want to go to Archbishop? What do you want to do? You want to play football? You want to do no sports? What do you want to do? You want to do robotics? Like me, I can afford to. You do robotics all you want. I can just pick up after. Whereas you want to do what? You want to look. I can't afford that. You got to go to basketball because basketball all you got are your shoes. And now you just never play football. You just don't know if you're the best at football or not. Oh, you want to do lacrosse? Why you gonna do that? It's cost too much money. Like, it's just difficult, bro. Like, and now don't get me wrong. There's plenty of stories of like people doing things and making it happen despite that. Like Serena Williams' dad and stuff. Tennis is not cheap. They from the hood. He made it happen. And that's stuff you gotta look at and say, promote that. Don't promote the bullshit, basically.
I like everything you said. No, I agree with.
Feel free to disagree. I didn't care.
No, I agree with everything you said, but I feel like you went on a crazy rant.
I'm sorry.
There.
Yeah.
No. But what I'm saying is that people are gonna. I feel like the last part was the most important part that you said, though.
Promote the positive stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because everyone's gonna take everything you just said in the middle and talk about how the struggle and hard and do the victim thing. But like you said, her father, they're from the poor, they're from the hood, and they made
Compton,
it
I believe, or Watts, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even though it was expensive, he made it happen.
Yeah.
You feel me? And like you said, you don't know everybody's situation, so you can't whatever. But
I just think like it's as simple as these are the cards we're dealt. It is fucking unfair, but the game is not unwinnable.
Yeah,
I think that's where we agree at.
Yeah, I think you got to keep going.
Yeah,
that's just been my whole thing the whole time. So
don't quit. No, never quit. Never kill yourself.
No, but a lot of people quit, bro. A lot of people quit before you even know. That's what I'm saying.
And I'll be saying like, it's easy to quit. For some people, I understand why they might quit.
Type shit.
I understand why they might quit. Do I think they should? Hell no. Don't quit, bro. You have a whole life to live, bro. I understand you start off at the bottom of the bottom, but like for example, like if you make it out doing something that's extraordinary, like sports or music or whatever, you have a whole new power dynamic to where you can say like, okay, I have the power now. My kid's gonna go to school and do whatever they want. My kid's gonna be scientists, whatever the fuck they want to do, engineers, whatever. Or if you come from the hood and become one of those things, you have a new power the way you can pass it down. The problem is, to me, some black people get to that spot and they lose their blackness. They start trying to be like the others, and it's like you're still gonna be a Negro. You have to do certain things. And you can't hope that they're gonna just accept you into that situation, because eventually they'll push you out. So you gotta build your own people up.
You let it go.
You gotta build your own people up to do that stuff. Like
I think another thing is we're gonna get ready to wrap it up soon. But another thing is that a lot of black people, when they make it out of the hood, they don't come back.
Yeah, definitely.
They leave them.
That's another problem. Yeah.
But
we're so thirsty to get out the hood. It's like once you finally do, it's like.
But
you feel like you don't owe them anything because they didn't treat you well. But
all right, hold on. Let's take Lord Scooter came back, had a fundraiser, got killed in his own hood, own city.
Yeah.
And that's something you got to think about. Chief Keef can't go back to his hood, and I know that's a bad example because he did some crazy stuff, but still, you can't. You make it out, you can't go back to even try and help the people from around you because people gonna try and.
I think there's a way to do it. And unfortunately, the options you have are promote, like, go into politics and promote certain people to get in power that can help, or be president in person and risk that type of stuff happening to you. But also, it also applies like your lifestyle, who you portray to get out. Like Scooter was a street nigga, like he's in the streets, so that stuff still comes with you. Unfortunately, the unfortunate part is that he had to do that to make it out. That's the unfortunate part. That he had to be that character to make it out. That's the fucked up part about it. Because then it's like, that's who you are. Like Chief Keef can't go back because of legal issues, and also because he might get killed because niggas still hate him because of who he was in the streets before he was successful, which is fucked up. They had to do that. But like, there's ways to do it. I think that just completely forgetting the hood is a horrible thing to do.
You think so?
I think you wasted everything that you could have done for our people as a whole. But
I agree with you.
Black people as a whole don't really think about us. We think about me.
No, bro. We gotta talk about the communities who, when they do come back and they don't accept them, they say, "Oh, you're better than us. Oh, you want this or whatever." You know what I'm saying?
That's because certain communities drive a wedge between within our, like, Black people are so easily divided from each other. That's the problem. Like, we let other people, other groups, other things divide us, which I think, like, that's why other communities don't really do that. Like, Hispanics might, because certain Hispanic people look down on others. Like, people from Cuba don't like people from some other places. You know what I'm saying? That's
you right.
That's real shit. Like, if you're a European Spanish person from Spain, you probably look at people in Mexico. You ain't really fucking. Yeah, man, I'm a Roman. You ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. So like,
check your thing.
It's different. To where it's like, I'm loaded. It's different. Like, it's different. Like with us, it's like. We're so easily divided. Like, oh, he changed up. He this, he that. And it's like, nah, like, he didn't change. Like, he had to change. He didn't change just because he had to do it. Like, he's still him. He's still Black. He still want to help you. But it's like, because of you let people poison your mind and say, like, if you leave, you're a sellout. It's insane. But look what you built for me here. I can't stay here.
I think that stems back from slavery.
It is. Yeah, I think so. It is.
Yeah.
It is, because I think when you were a slave, they probably tell you every day how bad it is to be freed. They literally used the Bible against us to say we should be slaves because the Bible said so, which was a lie. They misconstrued the words for their own purpose. I know. So that's the house nigga and the field nigga thing. Mm-hmm. The house nigga field nigga, not just because of convenience, it's because of, like, you want to create that dichotomy. Mm-hmm. You want to make those others, like,
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
To where the nigga in the house might look at the people in the field and say, I'm better than them. I'm like them in the house. So that's why you never have them rise up against each other, rise up against you together. Whereas, like...
You see, they always just try to keep niggas divided, bro.
Yeah. But I feel like if you're a Jewish person, are you ever going to hear a Jewish person...
Can you say that word?
Yeah.
I'm fucking with you.
I don't think... Last episode I said I'm not anti-Semitic. If you're a Jewish person, right? If you're a Jewish person from Israel, from New York, Israel, from LA, from Florida, from wherever, you're probably still going to be on the same page about most things. You might not agree about Israel methods, about how they doing stuff in Palestine, whatever, but in terms of, like, Jewish community, y'all are probably on the same page for most of this stuff. Like, bar none. Mm-hmm. Y'all probably are still going to be, like, locked in.
Yeah.
Whereas...
They stick together.
Whereas, if you met a Nigerian nigga tomorrow from Nigeria, he probably ain't going to like you because you're an American black guy and he's been taught a certain way.
That's what I'm saying.
And vice versa, we talk about them. But it's like... And I'm not saying you should just support everybody because they're black, because there's some really bad white people. But, like, as a whole, there's no unity.
That was really mature of you to say.
You can go anywhere in the world. If you go anywhere in the world, you're Anglo-Saxon white person, a WASP. You go anywhere else in the world, you'll be welcomed by the same type of people. They'll understand who you are, understand your grievances, stuff like that. There won't be no, you fucking American, you know what I'm saying? That's not none of that. It's no, like, black people find any way, or are given any way, let's say find or are given any way, to be separate, to be apart.
Yeah.
Whether it's the colorism, whether it's the financial status, whether it's the success, whether it's the language you speak, whether it's the... There's no reason I should go to Dominican Republic, right? It's niggas my color talking about they ain't black.
No negro.
I've been there.
No negro.
I've been there. Niggas my color.
No negro.
They ain't black, apparently. That should not happen.
It should.
Am I wrong?
I'm with you.
That should not happen, bro.
I know I play Uncle Coon, bro, but I'm completely with you. I do that on purpose.
Yeah, you gotta have it for the dialogue.
Yeah.
But there's no reason that should happen, bro, because it don't happen. Nobody else has that separate ideal. Mm-hmm. They might have beef about certain things, or there might be real grievances. Like, for example, if you're Irish, you're probably not like an Englishman because of what they did to y'all. Mm-hmm. They fucking persecuted y'all. I understand that. Mm-hmm. But, like, in general, though, white people ain't gonna have no fucking petty shit. It'll be something like that. Black people are, like, easily petty stuff.
Easily.
Petty things.
Easily.
And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because some people will never help. And it's like, you have people in the hood that have a negative lifestyle. You have people that made it out that have a negative mindset. That have, like, that, I don't want to say the word coon, but something I think of, that Uncle Tom Coon token mindset of, like, I'm like them. I'm not like y'all no more. I'm like them. When in reality, when it comes down to it, they're going to burn you first.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. The older black people, especially around the age of, like, 50, like around 50, 60, they have that mindset really bad, especially if they made it out.
Yeah, definitely.
That's really bad.
I don't want to tie back to LeBron, but I want to give LeBron some more props. He made it out, made a B. He still, that's a nigga. I look at him. I don't see him as no, you know how sometimes you see certain black people that are black and they made it out. Tiger Woods, for example. Tiger Woods is black, but he ain't no brother. Like, he ain't no.
See, we're doing it again. You're doing it.
I agree.
You're doing it.
That's see how it's in my mind. I can't help it.
You're doing it.
I agree. But he chose that path because he's a
You're doing it.
Shout out Tiger Woods. He's a legend. But versus like LeBron, I look at him, I say, hey,
why can't he just be black, man?
He's a black man. But Tiger Woods probably think he's Asian first. That's the problem. Because he made it out and he had that negative mindset of like, I'm like them, not like y'all.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's fucked up.
He just still, bro. Nigga is nigga. Like,
exactly.
That's what look at
to them, but
to us,
we look at it like, oh, I'm here. O.J. Simpson, I'm here with these guys. Oh man, nigga, when you did that crime, they burnt your ass. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. He killed a white girl. Get him out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. Which I think he did do it. Y'all think O.J. did that? He did that shit, bro.
He never did that shit.
He
did that shit.
He did.
I'm glad you said all that. I had some stuff to say, but my mind, you that was a lot.
Sorry for yapping, but
no, you're good, bro. It was great, bro. It was great. I know I just want to throw it out there. I know I play Uncle Coon. I play it a lot, but I agree with everything you're saying.
You have to play it.
The reason I brought that up, I I want people to start thinking.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. Because like you said, bro, you did it just now. We do it unconsciously.
Exactly. You
know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to point you out and say,
no, you good.
I'm like, yo, we do this shit unconsciously. We be like, oh, you're not black. You're not really black. I do that shit too. I be seeing this nigga, bro. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And like
RG3.
What about him?
Cool.
Crazy, bro. Nah, bro, we just do that shit unconsciously. We keep trying to divide ourselves. We never want to. It's like we try to get so far away from being black. We think that shit's so negative. It's just you see what I'm saying? We get the success.
There's a negative
to get away.
connotation with being black. Definitely. Not just being black. I mean, like being like traditionally yourself, like being black, like being from the hood.
No, you just don't want to be thought of as black.
That too, yeah.
That's it. That you don't want to be thought of as black. It has nothing about being genuinely yourself.
A lot of people get money and think that they all become green. Once you make a certain amount of money, everybody's just green. No, like when it come down to it, if they got to burn somebody off or cut somebody off or burn a bridge, it'll be your bridge first.
I disagree.
I
disagree.
For most black people that's successful, and when it come down to it, if they do something wrong, them calls they could have made, they ain't being picked up no more. I feel like. Because I feel like,
okay, let's talk about this. You got someone who's a black man worth 20 million.
Okay.
White man worth 10 million. And
I feel like that white man 10 hold more weight than 20, the black 20.
You think so?
I ain't gonna lie, I think so, bro.
You think so, dummy?
I think certain spaces you go into, no matter how much money you got, you still gonna be seen as your skin first. Like, it is what it is.
I feel you, but I think the money hold a little more weight.
I think you can maneuver differently when you're successful as a black man, of course, or a black woman, or a brown person, or any race, really. Mm-hmm. They don't get that either. Them Asians especially, they don't get that.
What?
Asians are the same way. Like, Asian people will... This is not me speaking for Asians, because I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm not Asian. I can't speak for you directly, but they'll think they're like white. They'll want to be close to whiteness.
Yeah.
But like when it come down to it, though, you ain't with me.
No, I know what you're saying.
You gotta go. Like,
yeah, but back to my, I think money hold a little more weight than color, in my opinion. Not just money. If you're valuable enough, that's what it is. That's what. It's not the money. I'm saying I'm correlating money to value, but the whole thing I'm talking about is value.
Look at the athletes. I mean, the athletes. Like, if you're valuable to me on a team, certain shit that wouldn't fly as a black man, we kind of help you out. We'll bail you out.
It's all about.
We'll speak up for you.
I think it's value. I think that's what it comes down. Don't get me wrong. There's still race definitely plays a part in it. But if you're a valuable person and you're black, I think it's going to go a little farther.
It just depends on who you are, on how that value perceived.
But yeah, no, it's all about perceived value.
Because if I was the white owner of the Falcons, I'm letting Michael Vick slide. I ain't gonna lie, he gonna play that next game after them dogs.
You say you? Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Them dogs. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying.
Can you play Sunday? We need you, brother. I'm not burning that man over no dogs.
No.
But if he was a white dude, he probably would have got a little bit of leeway where it's like, help me out, bro. Help me out. Like, help me out, man. They trying to kill me with this dog stuff, man. Help me out. And the owner would be like, you know what? I'll support him.
You think
so? But it's perceived value, though, because Deshaun Watson, the Browns owner, spoke out for him. And he's a black dude. He was like,
perceived value.
Yeah. Maybe he felt like I'll spend all that damn money. But
bro, because my favorite one is the college basketball team. I forgot who. Duke, Kentucky, one of them. They hate black people so much, but guess what they hate more than black people? Losing. And so there's
a lot of them like that.
But that's what I'm
LSU,
saying. They brought in
Ole Miss, LSU, Kentucky.
Remember, I forgot who it was, but they fucking brought in black people to play on the team, and they started winning. And niggas like, fuck it, we need to win.
It might have been Kentucky. I think
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
that was the first school to start doing that.
I forgot somebody was just super racist, and they were like, nah, but they was
the Kentucky coach, like one of the most winningest coaches in Kentucky history. His name was Adolph.
Yeah.
Adolph Rupp. His name was on the arena.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Rupp Arena. Yeah, Rupp Arena. Yeah, I knew that shit.
He hated niggas, but he hit him on the team because he had to win.
They had to win. It's about value.
Name your child Adolf.
Because back then it was a cool name, bro. Before
I don't know what year he was born, but it was definitely because that was like in the 50s. So he was born like way before. Probably born the same year Taylor was born. So he probably was like, he probably had just a German name or an Austrian name or something.
I know an Adolfo.
That's close.
Why do y'all think Young Dolph name's Adolf? Because that's kind of inexcusable.
Dolphin?
Young Dolph.
Yeah, Dolph.
His name is Adolf though. That's his first name is Adolf.
Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, his name is actually Adolf.
No, I'm not saying Young Dolph. No, he made it a dolphin, but his name is Adolf.
That's a hard name.
That was inexcusable, because he was born pretty far. He born in the 80s, bro. Like, we know what Hitler did. You're black. You tripping, bro.
Hey, yo. He says mom tripping.
Definitely. You think his mom put it in or his dad?
Definitely mom. Nah, he's got to be a junior, bro.
Adolf?
Adolf Jr.?
He's definitely a junior, yo.
So there's 2 niggas named Adolf on Earth. That's a bad thing. That's a really bad thing.
Oh yeah, definitely is possible.
But yeah, I just feel like yeah, man.
No, bro, we just need to stop trying to section ourselves, bro. Keep separating ourselves. And if we keep separating ourselves, that's where you lose your power. There's power in numbers.
They're gonna keep winning, though.
What?
Everybody else is trying to keep us away from each other. And
Yeah, that's what they're trying to keep us separated, bro, because they know there's power in numbers. Once we realize, oh shit, we all the same people. Yeah, that's when we take off. They did
exactly.
That's why they.
I'm gonna hold it gangster style now because it fell off.
Yeah, you good, bro. That's why.
Hey man, you invest money in wireless mics that are like.
That's why
you got the money, big game.
That's why when we were coming up after slavery and stuff, we were building up our communities and stuff like that. They came in and broke them down.
Is this a reconstruction topic? I could get into this.
We're not. We're time, bro. We're way over time. But that's what they just want to keep us separated, bro. And
I think that we're the easiest race to do it to, bar none. I think the only race close to us are Hispanic people because a lot of Latinos will be like Latinos for Trump. Latinos, yeah, you know what I mean. You know, I'm talking about the whiter ones though. But yeah, they're all
black. They are black.
Most of them, yeah, but some of them are like white.
They black.
Some of them are white though. Like Spain, like if you're from Spain, you're white.
Well, I'm not talking about the Spain ones. I'm talking about the ones from.
I know what you mean.
Them niggas is black.
Bro. A lot of them are black. Yeah. I'll probably say majority have black ancestry.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm like. That's what.
But like, let's just say they're their own culture, everything their own.
Yeah,
let's say for the sake of this, we'll say they are. Mm-hmm. I think they're the second most easiest one to divide because you know how many Latinos you see today, especially now, talking about deport them ones, but not me.
Facts.
But when it comes down to it, if they want to deport all y'all, they'll do it. Like they'll find a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? So
they might be a little easier.
Black people do shit over like black people. I think Latinos is like strictly over like money. Like I've been here long enough. I made money. I'm American now. Black people is like, you're light skinned. I don't like you. Like, bro, you good? Like,
but the Hispanics do the same thing. You're too black. They call they negra. They call their grandma because she black.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
They do the same thing.
Maybe we're the same. Dang.
My fault.
Maybe we're the same race. Maybe it's just not that many races as they think it is, bro.
See, I think he being an ass now. He's definitely being an ass, bro.
I'm not.
Hey, man. It's time to wrap it up. Just keep it. It's time to wrap it up. Hey, I think it was a great episode. Thanks for being with us, Mason.
Thank you, Mason. Legend, bro.
It was a fucking pleasure, bro. We talked about a lot. I think we got a lot done. I think it was a really good episode. I really like the topics that we had. Like I said, my biggest thing, I'm glad we have you on here, Quell, because you really spark a lot of conversation. You get the people thinking.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, you spark a lot of conversation.
Thanks, man.
You get the people engaged.
I try to be well read, well like educated on most things.
And you are. A lot of the comments and a lot of the people who saw you last week, they were like, hey, this is a really intelligent guy. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
Such an ass, bro. But
I try to be smart most of the time.
No, bro. No, you really are intelligent. I think I said it at the beginning of the episode last time. If I didn't, you're a very intelligent guy.
All right, you're glazing a little bit.
We have Mason on here too. Really intelligent guy.
Super
too,
duper.
Man. I really appreciate everything you guys do, and I know we have some fun on here, but I really want to. The main thing I want to get y'all to do is y'all really start to think, bro. The stuff that's going on out here, they're doing it on purpose.
Definitely,
you know what I'm saying? They're doing it on purpose, and they're trying to keep you down and keep you from stop thinking and reaching your full potential. You need to start to realize it, and that's all we're trying to do on here. I know I play Uncle Coon on here. I know I keep saying it, but it's all to get you guys to think. That's all I want you guys to do. You guys, we're in the whip. We sitting here chilling, talking to everybody like you having fun. But I really want to get y'all to start thinking, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, late night, y'all chilling. You get done with being with your homies and stuff. Y'all just chilling, rapping in the car, thinking about stuff. You're like, damn, what about this? Or you just talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man.
I think
get niggas to.
Yeah, I think your thing is you want people to understand, like, we understand the world is crazy, especially for people like us, or people that are Hispanic if you're watching. But end of the day, you write your own story, bro.
Yeah.
You have to understand that you write your own story. So don't let these people get to you, don't let them beat you down. No matter what they say online, or what they say on the news, or what they say in their fucking rallies, apparently, because they say whatever they want when they on, like, you gotta just write your own story, bro. Understand, like, we come this far as a people, we can go farther, bro. Because I wouldn't want to be living like my grandmother lived in the 50s. Because she was telling me about, she remembers the sacred fountains and shit like that. So
yeah,
shit like that, like it's a real thing, bro. We come so far, we can keep going. That's my point.
And I couldn't have said that any better, man.
Yeah.
You really hit all the points.
Yeah.
Just want to get y'all to think, man. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. Like,
Definitely.
Y'all, what's the captain my ship? I should know this. They gonna beat my ass.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know it either. Sorry.
You don't know what I'm talking about? I'm the captain of my fate. I'm the master of my soul.
I guess.
Invictus?
I don't know what that is.
All right, man. It's a poem. Read up on it. It's a really good poem.
My favorite poem is by Ozymandias, King of Kings.
What is it?
Ozymandias, King of Kings, is like a
I feel like I know
pharaoh
that.
or something
Yeah.
I just like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Unrelated.
Type
Sorry.
shit. No. I like it. What's it called again?
Something like Ozymandias.
Yeah, I
King
feel
of
like I've
Kings,
heard it.
something like that.
I swear I know that, but I'm gonna do a little more research on that. Y'all check that out too, man. Let's get into the tip of the week. We ending off. The small things, the little habits, the way you laugh, the names you say, the way you walk into a room. They're telling your story, whether you realize it or not. Amen.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Your demeanor, that first impressions thing is a real thing. Your demeanor, how you appear to people, your confidence or lack thereof, it goes a long way. Especially like when you're trying to meet people or make friends or relationships or network, people perceive you immediately. That's how human brain works. So you have to at least head held high when you walk in the room.
Yeah. I don't want to get into it too much, but you're completely right. But sometimes that gets put negatively too.
Yeah.
They take your first impression and they think that's just you.
Shadur Sanders.
Type shit. Or the couple episodes again when Drewski got pulled over, the racist cop. I'm not gonna call him racist, sorry.
And the Hummer.
But the country cop.
The big Hummer.
Thought he was racist, yeah. So you know what I'm saying? But like that's the first impression. Like you get everything, you know what I'm saying? It's a survival mechanism. Yeah. It's whatever, you know. But anyway, man, like I said, Mason, it was great to have you on here, man. I really appreciate you for coming out, taking your time out of your day to being here and, you know, chill with us.
Family matters, bro.
Whip, man.
Family matters.
We about to wrap it up. You got any shout outs you want to do? Anything? You know?
Bro, everybody just keep being great.
Keep being great. I love it, man. I got it. You got any shout outs, man?
Shout out to everybody black.
You gonna end it like that, bro?
Even
Tiger Woods, RG3. Even Supreme Court Judge Clarence Thomas, bro. You'll be dealt with one day. Not in this life, but the next one. You're going to hell. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. No shout outs. Just like I said, y'all can do anything you want to do. You can be whoever you want to be.
Just don't be a coon.
Just put your mind to it, and you can achieve anything you want to achieve, man. Hey, man. It's your boy Flex.
Quell.
Hey, man. We catch y'all next week, all right? Peace.